NDC had said that we are going to remove
A few moments later.
The party has had that conversation.
If President Mahama becomes president January 2025, and the first budget is read, which will be sometime in March of 2025, and the budget doesn't announce a scrapping of CST, Miss Sam George, I would attack President Mahama on it.
That's not enough.
Us. The NDC never promised to remove the communication service tax. The NDC spoke against it in Parliament. We said that we are not for it. We did not promise that we are going to take it down. And I demand evidence that prove that a senior NDC person or a manifesto in NDC had said that we are going to remove
A few moments later.
The party has had that conversation.
If President Mahama becomes president January 2025, and the first budget is read, which will be sometime in March of 2025, and the budget doesn't announce a scrapping of CST, Miss Sam George, I would attack President Mahama on it.
That's not enough.
Us. The NDC never promised to remove the communication service tax.
Because of the summer kind of opposition, some army where they are NDC need a file petition. NDC need a file petition. NDC John Mahama Nasa General Mosquito and Nasa Midevi and General Secretary of NDC Kojina and Fanny Casa Yabama Menebeko, Yejina in the Casa. Yet, maybe because of the summer kind of opposition, some army where they are NDC need a file petition. NDC need a file petition. NDC John Mahama Nasa General Mosquito and Nasa Midevi and General Secretary of NDC Kojina and Fanny Casa Yabama Menebeko, Yejina in the Casa. Yet, maybe in a decoupling of the US-European relationship. And Europe is going to look at the supply chains again, as every other player in this world is going to do. And so Africa is going to look at our supply chains again as a way of looking at it. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure that the macro balances are the ones guiding your trade policy and not tariffs. The tariff rates are not the ones that actually determine the effectiveness of your deficit outcomes.
Yes, Mr. Bawumia, your comment about the price.
If it May 2020, you started, you could see December 2024. Your share volume now is over 14 billion letters. And say your share sikanwa is over 20 billion Ghana cedis. The market say data no ye more ye sire na ye kan. E wo ho, okoje yare wo ho, omu de bema ho. Na won so wahwe buka ye de e ma ne no. So wo hwe mfimfin a data no number bia ewom. Yeah, the year can ye de nsensi ye bo kan say ye ntwa o man intro adwuma ya ye no the figures speaks for themselves and no and na ye ka che Ghana for say e ya de pa ye de aba o shut downstream na de ye no and no e bi na ye no upstream na oboni be kan say ya tailor no to suit the need for upstream and na gold no na ye ka che Ghana for ne say ene Ghana mpanyin for say mon so ye nhwe GR radio munim de ayen wo downstream and the data speaks for itself. Upstream ni go nso moma yen sonhwe na say ye economy enu boma. These are very significant sectors. Say ye kasa sika ibenya bomo a emfie dunum emfie dionu echi no Ghana mfa yen santo ye mu nkosire obi asika esemo ye hye sa abono na ye be yen.
It is a wood yankola fees and affairs jesa. We nya secretariat. In fact, fees jesa no mo apart from say Ministry of Finance e release this Kadiabre Ministry of Education. No more the ama GS na GS the ama schools no. E dey no mo ye. A pen, stroke of pen. You don't need the secretariat. Last minute say there's a central regional coordinator for fees. How? Secretariat. How? It is a wood yankola fees and affairs jesa. We nya secretariat.
Fellow Ghanaians, as the French would say, l'argent n'est pas le but.
Us. The NDC never promised to remove the communication service tax. The NDC spoke against it in Parliament. We said that we are not for it. We did not promise that we are going to take it down. And I demand evidence that proved that a senior NDC person or a manifesto in NDC had said that we are going to remove
A few moments later.
The party has had that conversation.
If President Mahama becomes president, January 2025, and the first budget is read, which will be sometime in March of 2025, and the budget doesn't announce a scrapping of CST, Miss Sam George, I would attack President Mahama on it.
That's not enough.
These people. Okay. Just a second. All right. Time to close this. Now let's get to business. Okay. All right. Good. Michechi will be and there area anopa enumere baby I will show me free bia mawakwa basronko. At the bar political zone, so I had said the munim dadano. Yeah, the and some SS man for the and the tuja. Yeah, mahase ye be ditro. Say oba ye page so near can be. Na wo wadwene mu no dwen say try ye besre wa menche like men man in ye basa kra wan kasa join na fa wo no kre na wo kano fa beto man. Ye juma ne say e be make sure say Ghana for e be hu no kre no na oman koto ababone build say dia ya to ababone a ende ye tie enka no o hwe video a medin kan boy ya eye ato forcing ebere bi atwamu ko na o kasa nka ban betumi kura nka betting tax and as a betting kura no on criminalize no said the be ya ukutwa bet ya ke yenchew ne yemfa untu afiase normal ba omo say afide omo hu say bet ne ye enti no yente so and as a yema tax ye also no free so for omo be wini na omo enu asema chom and then my message na ye simple me say their ways are wicked and their mindset is shallow. The NDC John Mahama leads. That is the heading. I name it Debremo. My compiling yama bibre. Me pese inya time medicum. Na in the latter part of the show no so no. Ye bebubo videos. They said they be ameye no na ya answer. Mechia ubibia. Mechi ubibia. Ushe me free TikToker. Medase so wa join me. Ushe me free YouTuber. Medase ma comfort on so wa join. Na nenu ama on so wa join. Na ya boache. Kwa kubu aten Miss B. Kwesi asamwa me humuni na most amo TikTok no so no edin no me share that nye isa. I think that there's a way out me the reading names no, but I haven't learned that yet. You know, I'll keep it by me who Paul menu. Say me who sign up, me who like and go for so you know. Wa baby a me ma wa kwaba sronko edeba and the program so. And we are no me baha na me beka NPP NDC asem. Ana me baha na me bebo NDC nko achi na sebio mentumi antenetene me party a na say dwuma meye no entumi wie peye te say de say wie no enu ntino me ba mostly no problems ya me find say e face a party no me de tudwa na me ma wo so de wadwene toto ho ame ya twentwene ho masra say ba bia wo hwam ye free obe share page no ehun hia papa Tony Granting mehun so from Louisville, Kentucky. Misremo mon share page no, especially YouTube, Facebook, and baby I will share me free beer. Mon share page of course, and there time is pregnant with a lot of things. I'm a person with the home come. Now, MPP 4B I start say can simbi. na omo aim say omo pese omo say sebe Dr. Bawumia chances of winning the flag bearership so nyame ya adom na time ba na matume bo ase na metie omo nsemo a omo aka allegations a omo aye edi against Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia oba yen akanfo no mu ade ebinu mo kan se akanfo mpe siremuni eno no enye nokre because sabi na yeti so aye kasa yi dia yede Ghana ahye ne nsa siremuni. Another thing na omode make your argument ne say Ghana ye Christopher man eno nti ye mpekremo sekremo bedi so mesremo eno no so no tro enye nokre etesa anka obehu ne se abato a yekotu we ohwe easifo breakdown omode bae a anka ebeka se bia ene na enkramufo ankwankoto aba nanso their data na capture me mfa here say enya de e bibia me bia no me pese me de no kre na eye ntime no me sheda research said de be ya wo awutie me se wo so ye wadwen se wo ko research a wahu na ochina wa find them worthy say oh boy no okase odi no kre ntima me nkotie no mesremo. That is why I do my best every time bia me kwa akwohwehwe no kre no e de abremu a mutie me. So offer 2024 about 2 year ye got 2 year on a religious base no it is clear say a Christopher anko tuaba and I will give you just 3 factors. The first one was the fact say oye Christo ni and osaye MPP ni odo MPP pa ba ne sofo aka kire ne say okotuaba ma Bawumia ye di kremo ene beba be chichire Ghana be da ni kremo man on person be bua sebe ne sofo nimtie ntina ne abakwa abano kra no menkoto na ubise bisa ye nuanu ma Christopher wo Ghana asemu amaking woni anokra ni ti omumu no omobeka the fact say wona sofo a omubu omuji omudie eka say se mokona mokoto aba edema Bawumia na kire se eye Arab fo ene ebedi Ghana so anase kremo ene ebefa Ghana akono eto obi no asuma saade a ompe NDC nti saade a onkonkoto aba kra nti most Christians because of that factor nti no ompie ankoto aba. The second factor sankofre from memenada fo no I believe they are Christians meboa. Okay, in this very election most of one more kwa sorry memenada no one more ankoto aba Misremo fact na me di go on said the American also we are wo de koye also de na fabrem na ka chem said the fellow sky no boa me medina say be true be atro me need time for sane ama no ntina me ma instances na me ma examples na wa fa wadwene to ho se mpo no the American ne mu ye udu a wa fa wadwene to ho ne hu dia eko. Okay, the fact say the software indoctrinating say Bawumia baswa na sebio Arab fo na se nkramufo na ebedi Ghana so no e ma bibiri anye den MP ankoto aba ompe NDC na ompe so beto aba ma Bawumia because aka kire ne say Bawumia wini a said the medin ka kan intend yonko and was one factor. The second factor was the Seventh-day Adventist Church for now womu choose yes or man koto aba no. The truth is, and this is the truth, please, most of the Seventh-day Adventist people are NPP people, those who do politics. Maybe they won't come out to tell you, but I'm telling you, pay the data. They be a pay the data. 1 year, echo GD Nyamidi GD Bebrina NPP for, and the reason is one more sorry in Tino in Bebrino and account areas which are usually won by the NPP. Inti sa 7-day Adventist one so ankoto abano was one of the factors in tia a Christopher a vote omede more mine no so in 2024. Okay, so I have given you the 7-day Adventist thing. I have given you the indoctrination of pastors here. And then the third one, Ebema wahunu say a Christopher and Kwankotwaba. The third most say like, and also works towards it. Say it contributed a lot to it. Was the fact say some of the Christians not felt to say NPP was not together going into the 2024 elections. Me breed no normally say and now mo share nsemo na ye nkrofo ni bi keka ne ade some of them felt and a party a party na say crowd o my party ni nya akono bio they say do my crowd my party ni nya akono bio, so most of them just decided not to go vote. However, say offer data no na o share enkramofo epie koto aba edutwam enkramofo to aba pa this 2024 enu ntina say obehwa again baby a enkramofo was settlement ewo akamemu bia no their votes appreciated, and I mean the NDC votes. Baby a enkramofo anase siremufo settlement ewo more ewo account side bia no the NDC votes in those places no left say up. This is by the data. This is by the figures available. This is not Sami Jemfi. This is not Felix Apia. This is not no. This is what the data says. Now, another thing now, Omar started can begin see Dr. Bawumia say. I no kra no kra for kra nkoto aba. Oh, ni kro mu to abetia no mesremo. Ghana fo amutie mi amope no kre. Se obi ka kira se Bawumia kromufo anto aba ama na mesrew eye tro. Ni bajo mutie. Bawumia say ne region northeast anameboa. Me pacho, can somebody give me his constituency? Minimum na ye call electoral commission for website so more me TikTok for this time. If you like to go on Facebook or YouTube, Felix Apia, you will see this data I'm about to have. Or you can go to Electoral Commission Ghana, click on it, click at the presidential side, or click it on the presidential side now. It will give you by regions. I want you to click on Northeast region. That is where we are working with. I want to kill this doubt once and for all, because the data NPP for ni be say and an ikromo for kran to abama no or the neba omon to abama no mesremo sa de no boa ye to abama Bawumia pa na me be mamo what Bawumia was against presidential candidate be anywhere where faces are there no apart from John Evans at Tamils, but his was even minimal. Now me pacho medru obi edru we are on the elections according to MPP for ni bi me de co-position me good party no me same party ni for no one mo say Dr. Bawumia kromu for anto abama no me sremo evidence we am di chire electoral commission me Mahama medi matem enye me na me twro ye me srew enne mamba se me bedi atem me mamu me mama nse show no ade am di chire wo ufie na wo gba ebeba Electoral Commission of Ghana. Me pacho mu de was we me pacho someone who according to 1 year omo pese wo mu di doctor bro 1 year ebo doctor bro no wo mu nsem a wo mu kan say yanto aba amfa ma doctor ewo ni krum me pacho mikuta Northeast elections results. Now, me pacho say where ye stamp ni bibia also receipt na me di chei ubetumi ako ec.gov.gh ec.gov.gh usube hu di American mesremo mpateku bia ba NPP ye pese ye tete NPP say NPP nanso atiasefo nyaminti de bia ye betete omoto de bia ye be yi wo montro na wo mu bedi edugu papa we so no ye be yi ano wominim se sebi o sebe doctor nyi obi obebe be gina bonten se ma woro me shirt nti enko womenim se sebe doctor yo bi a obu no ho doctor yo bi a onim se sebe o ekonwa na wo person wo frotena so no enye nkoda ekonwa na ye de abonkro nti no ye sori a na ye pia gu ne so mesrɛ mo se unhu ya ene wa hei Northeast first candidate, name of candidate Mahama DR.BAWUMIA na yede ne ayiso ahye ho me pacho onya 134,800 in a newly created region, Northeast region. They are DR.BAWUMIA no me pacho DR.BAWUMIA region Northeast ana mo amutie no mesramo TikTok for this is DR.BAWUMIA from the Northeast. Is that where he's from? And now free region for na member sa region no somra. Oh Charlie, mesramo more answer ni yan ntemko. I know you all can type. Is DR.BAWUMIA from the Northeast? Okay, menya yes ba ko TikTok. That means yes. Okay, intime pacho uko ni kuromu a. So bi be ka kire o say DR.BAWUMIA ni kuromu fo anto aba ma na no ebisa ne say onya asen e wo ni kurom. So to me the same figure na ma wa na wo de waja no. Me pacho obi o wa ha bia ho nhyɛ den hia me sa say number 8. Mo amunim number 8. Sepr meboa. Me pacho sepr enya 111,051 votes our Northeast. A regional na yenwini place na yenwini. Nenso mamemma mo the flip side of the coin. Baby a MP before wini ni na no ye aba ye nya no wo ho eso ti ye boom. The only regional MPP na ye ni aba wo ho nenso ya ba to me peja ye was Excellency Mahama DR.BAWUMIA's away home region, and that is because at the power of you I don't think said the Northeast people would have voted against DR.BAWUMIA even if they don't like him, because of from ho so they will support him. Utie one month say yen akanfo no sanya mimi fie ne fredi ene yen say adan ne makoyi napo ene yen pe napo ene yen pe say anya meme de en say. That is how they are. I've given you the official receipt of Northeast. Entiminyanum Kennedy Japan for sebe mo de maya mo hono say mo a mo nsua de 2 ye kosua so de nokura na ba so a mo se mo mfa nya adwuma because mo emi ye baako mo de yan aba opposition say de aka ne say mo betete party no na ma say DR.BAWUMIA. But being to me say the Ajonya Nkopo Eshira no de bia di onyame Eshira no na akwan ye Eshira nko a muntie ne ye. Being to me no me ni Ajonya Nkopo Eshira no de bia da di onyame Eshira no na akwan ye Eshira nko a. If it's onyame Eshira wa we shira ejo onyame Eshira wa we shira di onyame Eshira no na akwan ye Eshira nko a. Se wan te sa nwum we ase Kennedy support say one ti sa nwum we ase na wo dwene say amambuo ye obi a obi enuma amambuo ye obi owo sika de a ebire bi beba mwanim ene begu ase ebire bi beba mu benu mu ho say na ade kura sa na ye fie ntokwa wo ene ye ku ni sei no na no meka asem bi kire mo meka kire mo say nfa so be na wo so say ye na obi kobo match na yen to mean start match na yes yenya ye ho rehearsals kakra yen fiefo na yenya practice we bo totals we bo pass we bo we kakra yen fantenetene yapomunko wo se wo de wunuanom na wo ne omko bobo no ubebubu obia na emu na uwie a wo ne ho na ekokon san tokwa no Kennedy for monto mobo ase se nyame hire obi na wo yese ubesi san hira no ho kwan a ode anim guase ene prew. Say mama munua no NDC for abefra mo na mo amo party mo tete no mo say no. This is the fact, and I dare you people to come and prove say and you true said DR.BAWUMIA won his home region. And you no credit said DR.BAWUMIA did not win his home region. Dr. Bawumia won his home region by 134,800. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in 111,051. After today, San Trona mo pesa mo de for the papa because munim se on kasa. Sa or tiny or yaw na aba mu bi mu amo pesa mu di disebe NPP boneno. Unyankopon kanea entinsi mu so. Unyankopon adwen sachira embra madwene mu. Unyankopon suro embra mu na mu hunu se yesumukuo yensum nipa. Yesumukuo yensum individual. We go as a team, we don't worship and bow down to an individual. Because that individual at the end of the day will need the collective agreement, will need the collective support, will need the collective things in order for them to advance, even if they have any serious thing in their brain. Don't let us be foolish. We were foolish in 2008. We've been foolish in 2024. Don't let us repeat it. Don't let us repeat it. Because Dr. Bawumia na mo pese mo horo no ede ne fa anwe mu no enye twuma. Nyame mma mo ho kwan ma mo ntete no. Nyame o mma mo ho kwan e ma mo ntete no. Afei Kennedy fo ya bio ene Ghana fo a mo dwene se Bawumia enye obi a obetumi win election. This is the biggest and the best performance by any sitting vice president in the history of Ghana. Let me give you an instance. Professor Mills, Ebrana Owoho, Yamenfani currency, as vice president, no. Sebe say, enye 6 match been a beba, na ye nime juma kra oye. We don't know what Professor Mills was doing. Some of us MPP actually have to come and educate NDC for say Professor Mills na ye we answer no say sa papa no oya de 1 or 2 be eden e de Ghana. But this is what happened. At Mills bar first time, you know. Ebrana Rollins if flew na obeba no. E fan so on Rollins na na wo nti no. That factor na ye den ekutia no. And it is so in every presidential elections. Se o katim no ho a here usually no ya na ohun hin kakra. Uti ya na ohun hin kakra. But say on me ho a you can now come in as a neutral. So Charlie say ni say me say na me person me say na me person me. Enu hunti Dr. Bawumia was not only just say be vice president to be not to ho. This man was fighting for the first time in his own party a candidate that was not an Akan. That's one factor. Me Chremo said Dr. Bawumia really worked. Mami you winning free so. Dr. Bawumia really worked. Memo be another outside Dr. Bawumia didn't work. Because the max ya onya you know see the compare one ya baby twemu na papa no ya de pa looking at the things ya na ekutia no already. Yeah, started 2020 and started Bawulaya. Odi Akufo-Addo bana de Bawumia ba. Odi Akufo-Addo bana de Bawumia ba. So that is one factor he had. Now, I was talking about Onwankasani party. For the first time, he was the non-Akan candidate here. For the first time, yeah, man opportunity say ondi enim. Enti sebio ha someone fancheme. Yena kanfo ni bia. Your orientation and shedanye opened. And I say your civilization and shedanye that broad, no. Your wonchrophobia or monomoda so genocide, Benina Memani made him so, and Crenini made him so, Tenny made him so. You are come for Motasa. Any a one tough for any a walk, your friend is saying, a before any a walk robot for any a walk other train craft for someone pese, I can need bedin so, a natural thing, Sani a tear, Sani Yamebo. Sa antina first no ye we ku na ke mo die ni na bebom but niam be wo we be pene we be pene sa na tie. That is how God made it. Okay, so Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a candidate here afei na mo yi no de na ba as the non-Akan say ombedi a predominantly Akan driven party. A predominantly Akan-driven party. So that was one hurdle alone to cross. But he did very well. Because Akanfo also came out to vote for him. That is a good thing. Someone penan common macra metwa bakra manokra, but they came out to vote. Yes, vote no so to say because, like I said, there were hurdles are not heading or fighting, and that's one of them. And then he is also the candidate here. Now, apart from so no ankasa ni internal for no any air strangle ni idea because some of them said they are kind of orientation and away no. Now he now have to prove himself to Ghana for ye de say ye trim fitin kwalabre mu say Ghana there a Christo for man you because ubenya ni bia Pentecost for bodon apostolic for boy ensem ubenya ni a Church of Christ for church. So praise before the move Methodist for to hymns near the frano. It makes us inculcated in a way say we feel say yeah Christo for and I say yeah Christo mine. But over your constitution as well, or say Ghana is a secular nation. Ghana a secular nation, but predominantly has a Christian or has a more Christian dominated population. That is all. Inti sa adieno was also one hurdler. Not Dr. Bawumia had to fight. And he fought that well to the point that we saw the true meaning pastors and men of God who actually were close to him and helping him out in his campaign and all of that. We saw that happen. So that was one thing so Dr. Bawumia had to fight. Another thing that Dr. Bawumia had to fight, and then they said the demonization of his character started 4 years straight from 2020 to the election. Bawumia was on the chopping block for everybody. The chopping block. Until for him to even redeem himself, to be able to command a vote of that nature, no. I want to say MPP for Binom. I want to say Dr. Bawumia performed poorly in this election. There be election now one factor crack against what to say. And the ultimate of them all, that whole tribalistic way of voting had to come in play. That whole tribalistic thing had to come in play. So Dr. Bawumia had to fight over 7 hurdles. You know what is more dangerous? He was the vice president. So whichever anger people had towards the past government was coming to him. So tell me, when somebody manages out of all these things to come up with 41% as a first timer, and you sit down and tell me that person didn't perform, then I'm sorry, you are only doing the regular type of politics, no, even penasem or your cremoni or your creni or your tugbe or your one pesa. That is what we are doing. And funny enough, that hasn't developed in a nation. Not that I know. Or maybe anyone has had a developer. No. Intimesre. More modern nam send about Bawumia Krumu for and to Abama and name the receipt natural. Menkawatro. Now let's get into the main reason why we came here. Dr. Bawumia, maybe I will be a shedding. Na me suru shedding wo yesumu. Unyamia wo somno dada. Eyo no beji wo. Unyamia wo somno dada. Eyo no beji wo. Why? Me suru. Me hihim. Me muhu. So chini buse den krana de nyame aka fa wo Dr. Bawumia wo no eno ne bebem na nka wan na dwene sa akoda ketu a wo saka eli park bi so Dr. Bawumia park bi so ohia ni bi ba a woni bi adesua ahobrase enti ena yesi ye pe enkrofo ma wo mu akotu wiase amansan, the people who manages the economies of people of countries, big names ye po obi ni omo akokasa adenti na enkrofo we ya omunim ade ehwehwe obi man ni omo akasa because they are one nim wo book no mu no wo ma ye ni na enye adwuma. Yes, tariffs, yaji tariffs, ya still ye hushi. Yaji tariffs, yajiwe, Dr. Bawumia said there be tariffs and then yadi ebe. Raising tariffs no is not the way now, bro. For go economics for no be eating. Hey boy, okodwene sa de we wo e. Ampa so ya jeje tariffs ajeje. E de ni tumi ye ma yen. But say who to me Emma was supply chain. Africa supply chain. Omanka say produce most of what they consume. Then we will not even need that much of we call high. We call you see, Dr. Bawumia is a German. I don't know. Me personally, minimum here say outsiders who Ghana near ya born about so ya there. But Oba Ghana is your there because he be a oya Kenny and now ya Igbeni and now ya Nkreni. So far as say Wakoya Nkreni and I Igbeni and Penasa, even do say or left Ghana higher. I know, Charlie, there are more you know any politics you. Any politics. Because I know na maye na ne papa you gina mechi a ene de ono na SU say sa Ghana card na ye na se nyame adawroma Ghana card nti no ye betumi agigi ska e wo Ghana e say NDC fo nyame betua moka MPP fo so amogbo aburo amankoto abanyankopon be pam so ntoma na mususu bia e wo mutiremu bia no nyankopon be ma sa susu no apa mo ankasa mabrabom confusion be a mo pese CMPP mo no be si wo mo amasa so ani mo fie mo dining table na sa confusion ni be si e wo Yeshua Hamashiach edini e wo Yeshua Hamashiach edini baby edunu me bebo me videos na master te akasa. The Bank of Ghana governor Mobekaya Enche bia Obi said, please, who first introduced Ghana card? Ghana card was introduced by President Kufuor. If you are asking for who introduced it, why? Bush, that's your answer. Now, the Bank of Ghana governor, Mr. Siama, about 2 weeks ago, a brana dollar na holding a form na your reserves near dear. A look bright no. Obe grantee interview and oma ye ni na tiase say enam gold reserves are ye wo inti no ama ye reserve no are stronger to at least 4.5 months of import cover. That is the okaya no. It be to me abuayen for that 4.5 or 4.5 months. On one ekaya. Sa sem na okaya na edi enijie anase ede ahotoso bebre Ghana for say sa BAWUMIA gold purchasing program no okaya na ya depa na Bank of Ghana governor Kraba beka say ya depa ya be kill sa story nintine yama governor no assign so abeye another press conference say Sebiu ye currency ni ye niama ejina no enye gold no entina ama na yesa na unimade bi ye me wanwa Anita Pia ka oka say enye gold no as governor there na waka dia a driving tia abema usidi no aye stronger epacho uti so we say a feed here one kasa and please I'm coming to show you the article so that people don't think we are lying. One kasa na obey your interview say gold purchasing program no Dr. Bawumia Emma Bank of Ghana for akwa omoye ya no moto gold no eboa yen in our reserves na aboa and Emma your currency no crash in a way no agina. This is what Mr. Siama said. And there empenufo control NDC asen aba no ho abeka chen say hey chairman wan kwasesa wanu achale position na wotine hey ebe you free o koka se there be koka se ye ne ba na 4 months ya ye niama na niama agina esan se enye no krintino. In that same stance no when to me on point say oh bia we are ni we are ye nti ene man ko ba sa me pacho moma yentie governor no na ye we are memfa ono ankasa article a na ano ankasa na interview ye enso emetie for the trajectory and this for person of the year also. We are not going to tell these people the truth. We are not going to tell them the truth. We are going to lie. We are going to lie. We are going to use the media to create an impression, say this government is working. But truly, the government is not doing nothing. So this is Esiama. Let's listen to him.
Steadily over the past, colleagues, as you are aware, headline inflation has declined steadily over the past 4 months, reaching 21.2% in April, down by 2.6 percentage points since the beginning of the year.
Now let's pause there. Or see inflation above formed by 2 percentage points into a good. Obiati you nyamena make away and the voice and this if one bibiana mudi atemuno way and the voice or say inflation had dropped by 2 percentage points. Charles Biney, I'm happy. Say your eyes are open. I'm actually happy. And so I believe your opened eye would be willing to see the truth. Now, Samobekaya, inflation in Ghana. Samobekaya. Inflation in Ghana, ekoya koseng. Answer na yebe tuaba. Inflation, ekoya ko 90-something percent, 94%. No, 64, and 54. It move ako. Inflation koya ko 64 say, yeah, one of them, those percentage points, no. That's how far inflation call here. Okay. And you to me from 2023, you to me working from 50 say 54% to say then you to me working about 23 and send the free office. Na shade ebra yema inflation e ba down. Almost there be anya hwe. Obi the inflation e free 54. Inflation asabio oba ye time na NDCO 2016 and sana Mahama Eko for the first one. Inflation at that time was what 17.5%. 17.5% inflation. Okay? Inflation 17.5% in 2016. John Mahama Eko inflation which are double digits. Ya buy your money by single digit until until 2022, 2023. And inflation started say a coso. And at 2024 crowd be worse. But yet to me, ye jumana mobeka is a time na me use word be say me yare na me call doctor wa me expect doctor obe to me ama me yare na ba from enya doctor o ma me yare na ma from no be na kosoro. And I make say John Mahama be di ade 2013 to 2017 January awokono. When to me anti inflation, so one inflation Professor Mills DJ na ye 8 single digit, all corner double digit, triple the obeton ye. Utie, intino John Mahama and me anti inflation so one po. Now so most say inflation cost through 54% there, but yet to me I am about 23%. No crown almost say a throw. Omon pene and yampa. And not the MPP sorry, NDC by power. Figures now you can't almost say a yen tron and the yampa or governor next state say it has been down by 2 percentage points. I'm be fine 23. I'm be fine inflation at 23 and they were 21. Your campaign, who can say inflation at 23? Almost inflation by 90%. Inflation. This is what they did. And then the stubborn academies have come home to roost, and their own words are biting them back, and their own voice is what we are going to use to pin them and expose them to the real meaning Ghanaians. Omo pesa Ghana konenim nenye NDC MPP nonsense politics keke enomo ye. Chairman Santo Aso yanko first expose yanko.
Our gross international reserves have improved to about 11 billion US dollars, which is equivalent to 4.2 months of import cover.
Okay. Mepacho reserves. This is what we left before we exited power. What I was expecting the Bank of Ghana governor to say, they say, I couldn't see my reserve na can see and say, you buy a 4 month we know. Yeah, we are 4 months we to me my reserve now is strong to 4.2 months of import cover. But when to me ama Nyansenia unim amembu unipa enye nonsense politics no ye na real no ye nim say we ye adwuma aban dada na ye debt exchange program nyama bebira ye famu oyawa ye famu enne so abanfa so amambofo we mo na ebete every time be a MPP beba be sisade no fe say ko pay the nimu no makofa nkrofo yaba no ma be dwiri bibia agu no masia tenefi no ma ye dede atotanya me nipa ne aside o maba wo ba no masia be dwiri bibia agu and this is what we are facing. This is what we are facing. What sense does it make? What sense does it make for you to tell me, say, you are able to accumulate 11 billion in 4 months, in 4 months, making this 4 months, you just passed your budget. As we speak, allocations hasn't even gone to every sector yet for them to say that we have started a full-fledged governance. But you want to take credit for something you didn't do. Let's expose him more. Yanko.
And the city, our city, has appreciated by 24.1% against the US dollar on year-to-date terms.
Okay. Samoba Kaya, Ghana CD currency, under Nanado, we were able to reach the strongest currency or the biggest currency in West Africa and the 4th strongest currency in the whole of Africa. That was the state you just sitting into. But those times, no, that's a workers and same way. And this if was there be no so ye hwede ato aba. I just want to know, like, how are you doing, like, and people are championing this. People are championing this. When you were in opposition, if the city became stronger, it is not an achievement. We shouldn't talk about it. We should talk about the price of kinky. We should talk about the price of milk. But today, Dr. Siama is telling us that when your currency becomes stronger, it is a positive thing that a nation must what? Must embrace. Ebra one position no asem one can and say sitting na highest to the point say even today I still have that to the point say do baby no now your currency was bigger than the yen, the Japanese fusikano, and other top class countries are not Ghana cedi no stronger than in terms of the American dollar. It's 2023 2024. But now NDC for said that is not an achievement. Today their governor is now telling us that hey, Debbie, if the city gains weight, it's an achievement. So give us the credit. We'd have no problem giving you the credit. Can you tell us what you have done? That is warranting all these things. Yeah, you are seeing positively in our financial sector. They can't mention one. Go. You are so.
Now, colleagues, let me emphasize that the central bank is not, and the not is in capital letters. The central bank is not using its international reserves to support the cedi.
Okay.
Nor are we engineering an appreciation.
You know how he's reading. Yatraman said, this is how we want you to read it. Inti enye ono esiama nankasa words are what you know. Untumi kra nkan ne day, untumi kra nkan ne ye. Untumi kra nkan ne ye. And you can watch him and how he's reading. Okay, Yanko.
cedi. Nor are we engineering an appreciation in the cedi that will not be sustainable. It's all market driven, And the strengthening of the currency reflects a blend of disciplined monetary policy, tailored foreign forex auction reforms, enhanced remittance channels, and
Mapacho NDC by on 4 months ni ya pass a budget no 1 month to say 2 months ni. Mapacho what to say? Yeah, any financial reforms our parliament, and because that is where we have to go to. And then it channels to Bank of Ghana back because they bring a senior person. The parliament sits down and then thinks about it. This policy should be passed, this policy should be used. NDC for buy. NDC for now was moving to me about policy ama $7 no aba from Nesi Dina Basurana. Because more Bank of Ghana governor went to me and my mubakupu. The lies these people told for power. Now, the ANAM and say with their narcissist approach, or no extra no more be no victim. You know what I mean?
stricter market surveillance. These are not mere short-term interventions.
Okay. So at the end of it, he admits say they are interventions. So can we know Ministry of Finance at forcing intervention or thereby in terms of the dollar? Maybe MPP in now why we end this in this way? I hope so win him. Why we end this in I'm sure say win him, right? So can you tell us at forcing the Mahama buy bill or my pass policy or my review be on my say no and I'm a dollar no about from the city near Kosrana. There's nothing like that. It means now to show you said Dr. Siama or this man was cursed to come and say this no. Mediono and Munsem as Sabetremo. More share every Facebook and YouTube. I want you to keep your eyes on my screen because I'm about to share something with you. Papa na see you're born a voice or say, and yeah, your forest reserve, no good reserves, and I have boy, A while ago, a grantee interview, then someone or kind. It say Bank of Ghana acknowledges impact of BAWUMIA's gold purchasing initiative. That is the headline. Business news of Thursday, 8th of May, 2025. So on the 8th of May, 2025, the governor of Bank of Ghana came to praise BAWUMIA say, "Ye currency ye neama air tuto ye no ejina gold reserves are yet to me and ye keep." This is what he said. The governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Esiama, has acknowledged the impact of Ghana's improved gold reserve initiative by the previous government. According to him, this reserves is helping to stabilize the cedi against foreign currency. In an interview with their own Kokomlemle CNN, this is a word or this is an interview from Kokomlemle CNN and the Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Johnson Esiama on the 8th of May 2025. Emun semni bine diye. Papa ne say opese odi nimdie anase opese odi anidie Edema previous government no initiative for Dr. BAWUMIA di ani maye ya na friend gold purchasing program. I say anything gold purchasing they say the cedi to yankasa ye local gold no. Said the be ya unu say gold mu odu ye fam back ye currency no na ye currency ni nya hoden. Enu nti so obehu a ye be predict ye kra Dr. Amin getting somewhere in October. IMF for buy no or predicting ye say if all things go equal by the time I do be like April, May, Econo, we will see crass currency in the bar from crass. Okay, this was when a currency in the bar from all of a sudden. Of course, will be a bar from no. This is what he was able to say. Into these were things and they put in place. Say, ye can say or chinabino, a home at 7 Susan, so and I say, a home for Swa Ghana mine, Ebinya, and no. A Bank of Ghana governor, they say. In an interview with Joy News, the new governor said the central bank now has enough gold reserves. Going forward, we have enough gold reserve to maintain the current stability the cedi is enjoying against the USD. Dr. Esiama's revelation that the Bank of Ghana has adequate gold reserves vindicates Dr. Mahama DR.BAWUMIA's strong preposition, for the Bank of Ghana to commence a gold purchasing initiative to boost Ghana's gold reserve. Opposition no say enya de papa kwan a MPP for person de bokro no and the crowd omo ye whole board a ye de to gold ya board ye crowd na ma Bank of Ghana na yes say adwuma na maye one crowd omo ko use over 200 and something million say they call you gold board. These are the people that are in power. And nam sansem papa we beka fa Bawumia ho a ede Bawumia ensem a oka ye ne beba mu ntino. They want to water it. Ye pese say no na ye ka say enyampa ntino Dr. Bawumia say the gold purchasing emwa obi amesra tro the Bank of Ghana governor na we be gina say enye gold purchase na say your forest reserve ninti and ama say we see the negina no ono ankasa beji tumu on the 8 say and amanu nti and see the negina nti na be din ka born the voice and the NDC if we piano so one meka on fan the book on fan the name dear ni PhD ni BBA anto no media tro and fan more political party be agenda. This is what we are facing in Ghana. Or say the former Vice President of Ghana, Dr. Bawumia, argued that an improved gold reserve by the central bank is key to stabilizing the country's currency. And in 2022, following the depreciation of the cedis, he launched the Bank of Ghana Gold Purchasing Initiative, which has boosted Ghana's gold reserves after 3 years. Ghana's gold reserves at the time that Dr. Bawumia introduced the gold purchasing program was paltry 8 tons. There were 8 tons of gold, okay? But had significantly increased by more than threefold to 30.5 tons when the previous government handed over. In January 2025, we had 30 tons. Yebeton then, Sabi, yebeton 8 tons. Okay? Answer na yebe started gold purchasing program no. Near 8 tons of gold. After a gold purchasing program no, there were 30.5 tons of gold. And all this, the Bank of Ghana governor gave to us. So my ultimate question that I always ask, the so-called technocrats, the so-called Oma Ben ya no mokotina news so ne ade no. Sad data we no share and they don't need it. Because me some opposition be say na me call out sir. Ebe me den say me twa through. Say obi atra dey am hello Mr. Eunice. Obi atra dey am me say me nko kan tie no na me nko kan. There be Dr. Bawumia is a gem you can never tarnish. The policy no na mamo mujina wa mu yedede because as to date we are asking you Ghanaians to say you yate ato force be finance minister policy ben or the parliament to grant your approval policy ben or no ankasa crap with the aba governors approval emu dey none until no results now we say yeah what dey and dey na we yeah we nya sa result no. And you have come to tell us on the 8th, say, a gold purchasing program, Nintina Ama 77, Niama 80 10. Kedwa kweshe dema kwa tiatia. Say, amen, kwa kasa sa hafu, so kwa chungu titia. Wa trama, kona kwa kana say, nema abaye no honye den, enye nyam. Basa di Amerika no so, nyami shiru bi ano eshirano. Na di nyami eshirano na kwa enye eshirano kwa. Ebini say, ende, nyami adawroma, ubiti say, ablakwa, atufo senom. Woman try be din we are say I catch it up to them. And almost teswaba. Ato force ni nentra odi ye. Now someone can say yam promises say you communication tax free ho. All koto abano. You see you communication tax free ho. Onya power ni we ye no. Or say yam promise obi say communication tax free. Timun kosun tuya. Umienti ato forcing, and then we move to the next one. Yanko.
The NDC never promised to remove the communication service tax. The NDC spoke against it in Parliament. We said that we are not for it. We did not promise that we are going to take it down. And I demand evidence that prove that a senior NDC person or a manufacturer.
Ato, you don't talk like them. Ato, we don't like you, but you don't talk like them. Stop talking foolishly. You are a doctor, for God's sake. Ato forcing. Oh, yeah, sure. You want an evidence. But for Ato forcing say, yeah, man, evidence.
That proved that a senior NDC person or a manifesto in NDC had said that we are going to remove.
A few moments later.
The party has had that conversation.
If President Mahama becomes president January 2025, and the first budget is read, which will be sometime in March of 2025, and the budget doesn't announce a scrapping of CST, Miss Sam George, I would attack President Mahama on it.
Liars in power. You see why I want to beat that boy called Sam George? Sweet apple me da se monta potable someone send the gifts in yanko. Why? A jumana ye and a yamoda na musuma support. Me patros me Sam George. I to force and say, show me an evidence, show me an evidence. No, him say nimi abo phone now come and way in the car. But I say, Utie. Show me an evidence that shows that we said we will cancel communication tax. None of you are free saying you are braggadocious fool. Braggadocious Jimmy Fona why say mind born Sam George, you know. No, you say we continent city TV. I can't city TV for say Mahama ba no reading the budget. Now communication tax we into more or no Sam George. Our attack President Mahama. Our attack President. Yeah. Or so about attacking President Mahama. Quiet, this boy. Now we ushana omona so. Mimi shana me shina ni so Sam George mi tonyame. Sam George mi shiano 1-on-1. Kokuru bi me pona pampam twede me puno we me puno Sam George. You see, because they are so confident in the foolishness they do that they think they make sense. They are so confident in the lie they tell that they think they are telling the truth. Sadly for Ghana, they belong to a party that has the most moronic people in the country. That is all they know. NDC, nothing more. That is all we are. And it's a nessa me could go be anymore say me did as low swatem me didn't form or bar penny I want the bra and to me a frebe do some pempensui and so conome Jimmy for way I want more bra. I want an SCS and a year in a channel it to me the Esla etichim and they are the Eslam Pabwa channel Sam George into me to the night. And now yeah the Eslo Pabwa Sam George on to me to the night. People think, you can just do it by the stroke of a pen. Alfred, let me tell you something. Yes, yeah. You thought being a communication minister was all about coming to sit pretty on TV and try to can't so type of brofo kwasia. I say you can't say so and I will take brofo when you to say me through Jimmy for Sam George. When you to let be and yet painful to you. But what boy, Sam George, what boy? Jimmy for or bar penny bob black baby or the gun na your communication could do ye. That was see waited to radio station so now or the Esley tree form. A boy bisano, no the obire a tree form. And the communication tax, and have they described it? Why is Sam George not attacking President Mahama? And I know the one say. The lies they told for power will come back to bite them. Michelle sound come we or Ghana. More me a chair, me can some winning now Ghana. And today they are all playing back. Nenya Ghana na ya pa dia ya bofuno. Nenya Ghana na ya pa dia ya bofuno. How in the hell should Sam George even qualify as a minister? With what record? Loud mouth, insulting people for position that he didn't even understand. And then yet the Pabwana show, yet the Islam Pabwa show, Jimmy for Sam George into me. Then Kurasa for us with the HLN, Eza, Yariana Moyare. Yarie, and a movie in the Moyare. Yansa Nimutrim, that is the problem. And a Yansa Kakre, who's Kana Yansa. Also about attacking President Mahama. President Mahama for who is Sam George is all checked by President Mahama about attacking him because only communication tax in free for power. For power. Let's move on. The next video I would like to play is no, these ones are just funny ones that will come in. Is it this?
Colleague,
done this. Let's go here. One of the top things here.
An hour. Yes.
One of the top news go around. The news of Samuel Seproye Kakawuri Okujato Ablakwa. Se say mene I before abosumi na edin komo. Ye planning na yabeye na ye kese because we try to say the gods must kill you. So we try to say you be esa abosumi no kun. It is say me de me gina he de nyame adawroma mene I before abosumi ni bebre akasa. Se wo mo baba ku gu wo manimu ase e wo wi ase na sebe minim se before do your culture na yempene ama obi aduane obedi nti onfa mbese ya igbe man nti no we na nche ye mano to the end of the week so be kwa resign or so be resign se nyame ya adom na se ye the private jet eba ye John Mahama memwo mu a onu kuja to adwiri mu de obe resign no we free ho ya gini die na eba no every expose okuja to ablokwa na de benti no ya besere no se na resign time na so said the medinka kan medinka de na ma abosom no na ono no memfa ne nko Christian side Christo ambese famenya me we no no ye job ma abosom kumu na abosom fa anya omonya nkomade onya papa uti wiase na wo see sum nto wo man because wo popularity a wo beye wo sika bi a wo benya wo ambition e be se utrimenti ne yenda dankrofo yentwa nkrofo ntro ye man nkrofo onye tan said the beye a be look say ye bibia I think say abosom no ku and na blakwa ye twen by the end of a one year the BC no adint na make asa. Last week, minimum komo bi na me ka kire mo se e bra omode ye maame Jeno Poku agema bre me ye na me ka agema my greetings me ye na me ka kire mo se Ghana any amaya mine na no there are certain medical conditions be a untumi nsa no wo kurom ho so you would have to go somewhere and me use Canada any USA. There are certain diseases be America for back Canada normal besa sa so na yeso ye wo diseases be ye kwa America ne akosa Italy ne ade ne akosa because as much as experience or as much as you have the gadgets the manpower now say certain people to operate certain things so very important and ultimately nanka me problem se wo usika na obetumi akwa manone akwakosa wo yare dia na me hu ni say problem yetna Ghana na ma branch your dem screen you see na num ya say we like the head of Medusa wa hwe aliens movie da no hu alien koji Uhu ni pepe no hu okuja to ablokwa. Why say alien? Okuja to ablokwa aye ni ti say sub-zero. And no started say or the trips of a president be tiagro at the Bayer politics. Let me remind you, one of the most expensive items on any government's budget is the security of the man in power. You can check across the world. Budget here, you try for the security of a president and the it is usually one of the largest amounts on their budget. And there's a reason for it. Because on any the number one person of the country, ain't in the bambo who here obia or woman when found say we are NDC, we are MPPO. And do this have John Mahama one and then Brano Beboy, one boy brebia, but the guess yani idea. And so one to that. The MPP ni be say, hey, President Mahama Kotogo, or Kono, or the first class na koye, he play near red, I see near the blue na ye, ties na we na ofriwa, obeko Burkina Faso, ofri Burkina Faso a, obeko China no, obesi wo hon ha, osi wo hon ha, obeko Yumbo for so the nebeko Japan, ofri Japan ya, obeko Cyprus, yenya kwa siye tintin to Jimmy Fowe. At the president roots odi too quiet. At the politics they to all over. People didn't see say was a bad president. No name or opposition in tea. So my power. MPP for no won't yen me MPP for. Tintin toya san bejina o kachire ye say. Ani o ono kura de say no de odwene ne say. Yen hyehyamra e wo Ghana. Said you be a politician be a obey be an yam found to kwan be who krumuha because no nim some obeba power dache. One million kwechiri. Yanchi Shambra said you be a on your day obian to mean to kwan. So we a government appointee. Okokan kolebu. Na and easy for no way no me asem na me bi samo mo de bibia mo bekwa defend na me bi samo asem that suggestion na okuja to de baaye sanka ye so mu de ye adwuma and ye sign ye say efri na ko we ye government appointee and answer we ye adwuma ma government na we yare no matter the nature of the yare na say wotena Ghana anka ma meje nka wawu anka ni funu and ye befa. But politics in tea. Na munim se mo beba ban mu. Na mo dwen se manya kufu ado appointee se yare nti no. Na munim se bere bi beba. E ma mframa atumi ase idua. No munim. Me say okuda to ablokwa de ho. Okanya to the point say sebe time we play ni be sin na no the to abonten. Me say President Mahama ba first time na otu kwanya or the plane na eko. Most private jet ni ye equally good. Ghana for ye wo private jet and only ye adena president yen yusu. Our bra na munim se private jet ye ka se munsiesie yende. Atwen boninti they don't want to. It's near the short time. Africa had a bit to me outside of Africa, ye presidential plane na into me nko. Ye who the day as if says Sebio president new be or fata. Onu okuja to animu mu or the two one to me fan the year na said why say avatar no and then the 9 kitten no and the new first class business class. Now omo ya no matter no what you say government me pa chokuja to oyem brashe bedwani. Is that not an arm of government? Is he not part of government? Okuja to block government into Yanaka, government ni tuyano. But o can't tell Ghana Nina ya do tax tuyano say what do tax tuyano no ne yere. Edu kwa bruche mesremo anasa mesremo and yet then na and yet then na me ni clean Mr. Mapamuto why and yet then na me ni clean obi to so could that block and man can't tell me say don't insult. I'm sorry, I will insult him. Somebody like that, I will insult him. Maybe you'll be a maboni dinner medina them, Debbie. But there are some people I will insult them. Whenever you see me do a show, no one will say my boy Kujato, my boss Sam George, my boss Tammy Jenfi, my boy Jina Podia, or when make deal my them. Because all normal chairs at them, they did to me win election. We are not here to preach the word of God. Please. Membo I'm kind of saying color. Na makase sebi asemi a make bi ano and say me she no coat there be me say okuja to nanim mumu nanim mumu onye ni papa enye ni papa because the ultimate the president ne safety editor in danger. You expect us to keep it calm on such a demon? Maybe I'm sorry. Of course, Sergio, it was big time security breach, but nobody was able to call it to order because Ukokwe, TV3 for Kofa Roland Walker. One Kofa Obiao, no Makofa Professor Frimpong Manso. Nana say Oma Kofa Edward enemy. And I say Subi Empino. So I'm honorable. What do you make of this president's travel and the whole private jet? Oh, it's very bad. You know, sometimes when I walk at Cantamanto and I see all the children lying down and this nation is wasting money. Oh, in fact, my heart bleeds. Oh, so Kwesi Pratt, how do you think of the Hey, Masa, Debbie. Now, Kwame, I didn't know. Let's say grady. Like the Ghana and Tongue. Oh, Debbie. Let's say playing here, one oh. Kwame. We have to be factual. They are many questions can and factual because on the 7th of this blah 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 blah. Because of this fool called a black one. We won't let you forget. We will remember what you people did in opposition. America for Jimmy for Mama dear says and NDC about power and tea. Obianka and Nutumi near Temu Ghana. Now Munim dear Bazanka Mujani. So my catcher Mudada. Monkom media budget number. Mobi Chania for side throne whistle. Ablakwa didn't even want His Excellency Nanado say toothpaste you di paste in the Quran or see a door so papa so toothpaste keke kufu adu be use no okuja to Ablakwa to make us say yensusu toothpaste na Nanado always steal Mexica always steal public purse. Muntieno
and all the widespread agitations. The president at 1 p.m. yesterday, whilst the demonstration was going on, took off.
The president at 1 p.m. Be an anchor assignment to a president equal crano, more members of parliament in Kwane. But to do foolish politics with it. As Siampenia blockage now, 1 p.m. No, I am not funuse in Trupa, Sabi, and you know, Broso. And find the phone through poor Omada Banquine, you will different do away to me and I as a balloon. Why in the limited fool Jimmy for Sano? Myself block by Jimmy for. I'm sorry. There are some people met from Jimmy for because they are demons and a national a threat to the development of a nation. They are a big time threat to the development of a nation. They only think about the press conference kakra camera de beto so obi dwane num kakra the party for abaju so ye no so mine de chia emfa no. We are not going to do that shit with them. I'm sorry. I'm a very decent human being. Those who know me and they love me. But when it comes to certain people, I cannot. I'm sorry. When it comes to certain people, I can't hold my tongue. Any leader watching me, any party senior member watching me, when it comes to some people, I'm sorry. For that part, maybe you can switch. because I can't like evil people. I cannot like evil people. Okay? A black way, not or your ranking member. The foreign committee, foreign ministry committee, not oteso. Monshe wicked any ewukasa mo boy we know didi sebe MP before. Aban acting sebe committee akotena se so ye pese yesi ye nyanyenwe no. We din kan dey abre TV 34. No dey abre we for munim say aban person ko say we challenge create a story, make a story. No mo so make create a story. Ekufuado abaya koto Norway for sebe embassy bi wo Norway sika no kra de dos mo ye ntumi o ye Ekufuado be kunya yo BAWUMIA kromfo e de no mo ye yo adie bebaya sebium preduasa company na ye reputable company now mo pen mguase into no mo ka say it is never true. Now as a matter of fact there have never been any sale. There was that conversation say omo person omo ye den omo baby ato. But there was no deal made. Say you sign, say you turn Norway, and you said be embassy will Norway. But kwasia we the be politics, just to buy this affection for Nanado. Today, you people want us to treat this guy with kid gloves, not me. I will not. He took us to the cleaners. I will take him to the gutters and let him feel it. Let him watch these videos. Let him watch these throws. Let him watch these viral short videos. All on his lies and his stupidity, so that the next time when he gets a chance to be up there, he will let his brain work. Now, let's listen to him.
On the ultra luxurious LXDIO, which cost the Ghanaian taxpayer $14,000 an hour.
Okujato say, Ekufuado pension, the player not de kono, na 14,000 per hour. Okujato to aso yanko.
This 6-nation tour, we have done the conservative estimates.
Conservative estimates. Estimation. Not money that has been spent. Niyaka say, President Neko Blue Eskawe. Yeah, NDC for the yeah, estimate say, yeah, calculating those ni Jane any idea the bayan kwa na be cost 7 into the 7 will be an fan could just say 7. Namo fan what time will be. Mama Bonnie, Mama Eddie. But that's it. Mama gave to know. Thank you. Mama Bonnie, I'm ready. Okuja to say, in their estimation, not concrete figure, not money that has even been spent yet. But this is a blocker. We should use this and hang the president of the state at that time. Yanko.
At the end of the tour, when the president returns, as he goes through France, Guyana, Germany, Belgium, the UK, and back to Ghana, the president will have spent a colossal amount of $776,000. At today's exchange, that is some 4.9 million Ghana cedis. A whopping 4.9 million Ghana cedis. We are saying that this
I have a question. Which will be a honey man. Me say, Okujato block I say, Ekufuado cost 6 countries. They said I'm kind. Now, ebe cost to Ghana $700,000. A waste of money. President now or no echo. Echo di anima pay bibi di abre Ghana mine yenye bi edino. Onfa tro plane nko. Abro kwayere na ne 9 fianfian ni nua na sebe what board drugs ya say no. Omo do mo fa sebe first class ya. good. A block in opposition saw say 14,000 an hour for flight, and you good. It goes against the nation. Say the says cano equiyesa. Name yet to me spend $800,000. And you investigated $200,000 in Cecilia Dapa's case. Are they not fools? Why are you angry? Are you not a fool? Muntieni said the American mantia. His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo was the president of Ghana, conducted business for the country Ghana, brought deals and investors to Ghana, but according to Ablokwa, it's not allowed to use any private jet, even if the need arises. But Ablokwa supports the special prosecutor Olonto Yokisia Jaben Sebo Glass. Says for the 800,000 and the constitution is part 200,000. Not only FBI for Kabomi investigation, they are not only saving the public purse. I say NDC, those people that play that type of politics, now maybe Tiamoka. Your payments have even started. Market Yano Asha say I Tiamoka. Masebiu Nkaya Vice President de private jet yaba Nkaya Bone. Mami say afeno. Mami said your call ye MP will cry and ye said ye didn't who for near afeno. Cause our mother is not in the country. The vice president is not there. On also penny and sebi or can't a ye home. Put ye on ne can't a ye me who knows okay penny kakrebi. Now penny knew obviously we're not going to feel good. So all of us were not that good. Intianka oba nanka oyusu plena nanka nya bone. Nanso wenam esabonia okunya to brokwa no chegu ho se sabio na Akufo-Addo de emfaso ni so. Oh yes. Oh sweet apple. Oh, you don't know. Go and read the budget here. OSP kisia jabe se odekoye Cecilia Dapa case no. Hotel baby are no more that. A night no more just $600. One night. Or no the suits now not them no. A night na $1,002. On the SCSA odi 1 month ewa America ho investigating 200,000. It's one kasa calculate hotel fees no crowd the same. Or the nipa 4 and it didn't actually no call. Ye bibia ye bibia kami kisi aja me be ka kire say wa twetwe Cecilia Dapa no say oni ayi obetumi aye na hwe nim ntino on the refers say yoko pena yoko be investigated there ono de we no na Ghana ahwere $800,000. Yeah, the $800,000 ko hwehwe 200,000. It shows you the type of people they are. Like Honorable Opon Kroma said, show me your budget and I'll show you your priorities. 14,000 was not good. But then we have to, if you class a flight near 20,000 per hour. So picture if it is indeed $20,000 per hour. Look how much hours from London to here. Let's say 6 hours. 2/6 here. 2/6 here. Do the math. Now we are calculating. Now fire then. Now for call Ghana sikenimu. Now she sika ye say. Now say sika ye de ye vice president by ye. Dear Abema me kwesi first and maybe say me you might like me or not, but me I'm plain when it comes to it. I didn't have a problem with it. But yama amena ba you know. Asem ba ko obeka kire ye ne say. Obi anka say Erade ayade. Erade ayade. Erade ayade. Aden Erade ayade. Erade the obofo foforo abedum Ghana. The agenda has started. The Ibrahim project is rolling. You better not have wasem. Ebre ne beba. Uti. One the way General Mosquito ayuko no. May say the Ibrahim agenda is rotating, but we are going to meet them fair and square. Yeah, ma, me say owo bia dana se ekanya me ho a enya Mahama Debbie Nemum Eyeninua Ibrahim Mahama. Now let's talk about conflict of interest. Let's talk about breaching the procedures. Let's talk about breaching the laws. Now let's look at this. Yenim say obi papa obenya ne so influence nti. And yes, we are president, vice president, we are why no be better wade and answer say bibi ba. It has to be rejected. If it comes under this guy, sir, you declare it. And then the upper all day, not ODI. Yet not Ghana. Emra ya say president said be thought that one why the crown ye man there is the reason for that. There's the reason tia yamma sabi yam fa busuya and yes ade na ye what drivers are you tia ye ka. Next yet not Ghana. Emma Ibrahim Mahama John Dramani Mahama ye president. Nay. Picture say Gabi Otreda Akuna na air driver na do dan kwaku fuado. Anka Ghana be butu. Oh, ya ton Ghana, yeah, people for one more ton Ghana, one more ton Ghana. Hey, ade, and this say then say, hey, unche video no. Hey, Mr. Kufado, na me be tuya ade, and no ko Gabi Otreda Akuna driver and all driver president. No, their mama ye di Jimmy aye Ghana. Who have any? No, the man I mean to have partner in Diana, and I am a t-shirt, your chain, and be and a dog born a crazy born a dear boy. One Jimmy Buffy the Marco. You can't wake up. You can't wake up. But it is nothing and nothing but the truth. It is nothing and nothing but the truth. Imagine Gabi Otreda or Asante Bediatu driving Nanado for even coffee. But we saw Ibrahim Mahama flout the laws. We have a presidential jet. Our president chose to travel in his brother's jet and told us, oh, what a chair. Inti said the bear young question. Opia what's na grandma and chain. Grandma Obenumsio, na Ibrahim Mahama Tamano. Grandma and a young mouth a puno kakra na she. Tablet na she puno, na grand because they say baby I will do so any amebema aye gay. Intentra American son, a grown qua. Grandma saw Benum drew, young to drew mano. Ibrahim Mahama to me in Nama, Mamino. And Ibrahim Mahama, the private jet, no. Our president to create me with the two kind, and to me, I'm fire Mamma Murphy. And this is your call world class airline. I just say you call world class airline like Vista private jet. Are you crazy? These private jets, no, and you're for stars. So you're not meeting and go for say, and stars. There be. It belongs to mega stars. Mega stars na rent is hard, you know. 1 year was car. With this car to Prada for one more. Ninety about the same sweet apple. About the same. Ibrahim Mahama to me, you are the papa win na. And so the flight there. You to me, I'm find the flight and back. You to me, I'm find the private jet now. I'm find my member. Yanko Boka. So 20,000 times let's do the math. Okay. I'm here, mass na kakra. Over here. Oh, there be man, yes, sir. Over here. About. I think for. Oh, real one nasty. Me that's why. Also, another one, me start. Hey, I there. Rose one. I'm not sure why. That one is 20,000. Times 6 hours. Equal $120,000. The patcho rate near his say. So 120 divided by, is it 11? So this whooping sum, Obi said, what was in the private jet with grandma? Think about it. Reason known to them. Well, only God knows. Only God knows. This movement was saying it's 170,000. Okay, well, me, I'm seeing 120,000. Even they said 20,000, right? Now say 6 hours are 2 6 12. It's 120,000. That is sign I mean my permutation. To me the $120,000 at the acquisitive money. And that's almost say then. And then 11. CD near then 11 and 10. So would have fun is 10. 10 times 120. All right. 1.2. 1.2. 1.2. But you see, no, I'm going to Ghana. And Kasebe, your mammy, I don't know about. I can't say, no, you didn't have politics. Now, so when the NDC for year, and when the NDC for kind. But the may in baby, I just have a few videos I want to go through, then more person, more friend, and I'm afraid. Now, Alaji Dr. Bawumia is in the news again. And then at this time, your vice president have a news. Your vice president, I made him the Eshirano, now a ben no. Ebe hunu say, Sebio digitization, the way to go. Edu brebi no, your papa your damechi, more TikTok, mahuna your friend John Dramani Mahama. Ebeka say Bawumia sorry at digitization and for so ben also economy no can once. And then the FDA ye cra. John Mahama nenu asem asaya den achichere abrono. Mama yintie John Mahama. Na yintie dia afedia all kind of Ghana card and digitization. Yanko.
For a reference on Moses from DR Congo, and you can better give you a very positive reference of Ghana's ID card. And the person was asking about Ghana's ID card, and I said, oh yeah, Margins did it for us. He said, did they do a good job? I said, yes, they did. So explore that market. When you spoke, I mean, the opportunities are endless. We said in the budget that we're going to reintroduce road tolls. And so they've been talking about, what the modality should be and all that. But the good thing today is every car is linked to the owner's Ghana card.
Me went to here, my van chairman, Saturday, no be my mention, and maybe a common man day. Meaning say you're unprofessional, so my van chairman. MP before more professional, do. Yeah. In the year 2021, there lived an outside-the-box thinker vice president who said that the Ghana card is a very important tool if Ghana is going to strive economically. Now, onokura diye sanku obenya anka Ghana card who here chain 1,000 interchanges. Wabodam. Bawumia no wabodam. Hey, card keke. Card where the card who here chain 7 interchange. Papa we dia na ya no. Adentia. adwene e wo yetrim no yenti bi da adwene e wo yetrim no yenti bi da da bi card way a pu card na dey na be yama me na me akom de me a enti afi no ma start di fel obi say I'm going to buy petrol with my Ghana card. I'm going to buy kinky with my Ghana card. I didn't hear what my journey was from and this idea who need you. And come on, go big up. So they bastardized digitization. Even when they were using it, I can't important. So forget digitization. Hey, and now to me is free and then said because of the unique identification card name crowd a Ghana card in tea. No, and the papa and then Gario Lonka. Gario Lonka back baby I could do. Which you say Ghana card, the idea the bay, digitization abedi, digitization in a bay day, and I call her, and then a me and 10 CD, yet to me talk. You pay digitization, more fun channel. One is one impaired digitization. That's my sanitizer. That's all me about. Me that's it. Then the card we buy a dime from Quasia 7 free or MPP from Jimmy and free or card we buy a card we buy a dime. Dr. Baumi also say you to me no be a unique identity. Sabi obe bobo say me to me the amount because me to me a trace a scan free or Ghana card there ehia pa na dia na eye me bufu e was a Ghana card e na omo tie buruchiri onim de dia obi ti krom ha opo bi aye eyi krata ama no wa ba buruchiri ntu onim krata oya willing say obetua $30,000, $25,000 ediaje identification card, a unique identification card. And no be man no kwan man aye den etumi de move around. O brown family kwa brochire bra menyeska kakra family kwa brochire o brown some part of our paper be ware me call. They pay fortunes for an ID card. Yet politics in tia the ID card by you see ID card and fast one is so. Ene ID card na mfa so ni so no John Mahama say bebo say yes ye to ni bi wa e be na digital nti obi a uduru wa na watua 1 cedi because ye ni mo Ghana card nti betumi ehu nti o card ni twam ayi twa picture clear they said the krumu ayeye no utifia na e do be la brew and I say o ayi service be mumu a na say be atia free umumu card no and I say umumu account no a bro position no say sa idea we nyansen nim Dr. Bawumia ka sa Dr. Bawumia onim Ghana onim de ekoso Ghana and there Mahama is the same person praising the works of Dr. Bawumia. Na me say sa abatoe amakotoe ma beti abatoe Ghana for kotoe on beti so adua bedi Mahama to aso ko.
And so we don't need to have the old toll gates and those cards that you stand and open and all that. We'll just go straight digitalized. If it's 1 cedi, if you cross the East Legon Bridge, governor and finance minister will all be happy. We'll just take a picture of your car and then it will take the bill to your mobile money or your bank account and just pay 1 cedi, only 1 cedi.
Dr. Bawumia said, let's develop our country or economy digitally. No NDC force it. NDC force it. And they did the same digitization. Digitization now, Mahama say you need a dear and crowd for the digitization. The Hiana Docono Chinam. Ne the Mahama said digitization na yepa nti the be to booth. The no ase.
So things are looking up. I'm happy to see my friend Subi. He sold me my first EV car, a little nippy Wuling Chinese car.
Ebio, you Mahama Huaka. Mvancha memeyem. Me pamucho. John Mahama said EV car. For more winning EV car, ne electric cars. Electric cars. Dr. Bawumia can say. Adia bakwa Ghana for ediwan bobo eye car fare. Uti car fare. Transport bo. Nti say you to make the electric cars ba. Ebeboa ama transport bo ay den aba form because do be any electric cars are cheaper on the energy. Bawumia cars had some way during the campaign na NDC for board the sereno. Bawumia launch buses ya no mo ye EV cars. Electronic cars. Ghana for say nya de papa. Ne de Mahama say when ya EV car. Na muntie ha no ha na me de pa muntie.
So things are looking up. I'm happy to see my friend Subi. He sold me my first EV car, a little nippy Wuling Chinese car. And today my boys quarrel over who should use it. Because they don't pay petrol, they don't pay electricity. The charger is in my house. So they come and park it and plug it in. And when it has a full charge, 330 kilometers, they are good to go. And so, Subi, I'm happy to see you again.
So we di atro de je power nyame gu animu ase. So we di atro e di we ni power nyame egu animu ase. Na men kasa pi no me de besia. Mo other videos and I'm a person me but me de besia. Na mama etie for chance no ma bem. Me pa cho oba nipa no bedo so a ebe ye no kakra bi. Okasa kakra na obiso akasa bi. Mo a mo hwe e wo Facebook no. Me de link a mo de be join ne to conversation no and answer comments no emu. Mo am wo YouTube no so sa o click so na mba na wa copy. O copy a you can open it in a new browser. I'm an to me I then aba nti mesremo and then no your bedtime here ho I say you see about 2 o'clock Eastern time at exactly 2:30 if we have more people at 2:30 but say just a few people there and by 2:20 2:15 on the way said I can go and attend to something else it's no me that say nana one me who say una wedding kan join no person wo kasa me pa cho ma men connect bluetooth no na wo mo ewo YouTube so intimate bi na so mo ntie ya na happen e rade mawu me charger so am use so asai so enche na me ebe ya ma mawu and then I'm be ya don I'm a menya new one and tin na no me phone no entumi nya isa entumi enyina so for so long sir phone na me use so dey TikTok no. All right nana one
Felix,
yes sir
I say charge the nyanya me koko top right
bajo
ba baby what the question ready the other same never
eba ma order be that enter by Wednesday na be
maybe can come battery electric vehicles here now. Now I am a much concerned because and then a public transport, any public press, a buama nipa akoni abedi is successful. Now, Ghana no, who share even Yabusham Crow, who the Busham Crow police, who you be a moment free, a copy crana. They hate you. You become an enemy. If you Busham and I chase you, man. Also, on my other person, I bring some funny doors. The evil ones. In India, Giabanisha. Said, I'm a creative on bar. Say, a poverty and I'm a disabled person. No. Because I'm a dream one, Obi will be and so still not time will be. I'll be a dream one and because so for the best transportation system. I can come at the bay or modern and do Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA electric cars. And can also actual training people are ready to join the electric vehicles. Oh, and that would do Ghana or the world. So I hear to a true wussy, it sounds with politician. I'm health, and I really support the electric vehicle. And I mean, I can't play that. We also tries on the trees. He said, on the our street train, so the higher train, Strasbourg, and I said, travel. Be back, and get up what Palmer and me, my say. I think I'm quite very important also. I quite remember the public, is our private transport, including GPRTU. Government introduced any transportation in a government system. I'm to miss one could destroy buses running. Me dream one maintenance because they want to own the transport system. But they're not sure that I'm one. Because might be any work on anyone. Public transport, any age. General, the best show. Yo. Now, so Mahama cannot be a yo. Any onion, because that was it can say any papa. And then Yamias is in America, and a woman who was a papa. More than on to us now, young Korean. No. And I didn't chat to a cry. Utie, I don't use here. This is one on Montreux, but they have, I know how much with the conference. You see a boy and woman, and you send no more canon. No could be any else here publishing out. Natural wounds and some no more canon. Or and canon. Because what they are saying, they are saying the MPP before a deep one, you have to praise the Lord. I'm already mobile, almost pressing almost your motive. They should go free. And who would pass so much in also go free? Many are some what to be that. Yeah, it's just name the way they work things out. So it's up to them to think twice. All right. And know what they are doing. Medasi. All right, me Papa Joe. I try to do so, Daddy. Daddy Joe. I do so. Mpacho you. Hassan. Hassan, me uncle.
Yeah, Brother Felix. Yeah, and say me check obia. Utumu say sisia de Nyankopon da fence Mahama e wodani 20. Ame se obia hu nentra obedi enyina. Sisia wo hwe policies a eko nyina na say BAWUMIA policies no wo ere. Wo yusu. O we no kaka no odi buni man. But Oma train say omo mafia. Say oma mafia e. Ana say omo diaba abaimu. Ana esi anu ideas a BAWUMIA ekura no. Eno na omo wia kaka edi bu oman. Uhwe Mahama utumu say oni ideas bia. Yabi. And you know BAWUMIA ka say omra out. No amano. No omunye debate. Went me ama onim say oba BAWUMIA de gu nenima. Obeche ne say onimade. Ti sia wo hwe enyoma ekosona. Ti say Bibia Chepese say, Baumia policies no Uya no dear or dear Nijuma. But also almost sorry, yes, sorry, Ejina. Na enyoma bia o obekaya eguye no eni oguye ni mat ya odi abamu die see yan see egu ni mat
Junior parents me ba 1 minute me kwaje information bia ba sisi awa me ba sisi a
Mati Cobra
say yes egu ni mat wa he okujeto oku yes ndebe o uhwe ni nana private jet ya uhwe obi a waba be jira se won obe resign say oba ba na se BBC obe so he say ni nyina no say MPP for ye sorry jina na asem we no say di bia prokra she sami JPD dollars atemi ya ma se asem na ekofem se sia we fence okuja to die so aba say ye sorry jina na ye chom se nyom nsem o mbe kai say ye de yesu ye kama ye punish sanko for because in Tronkwan will be the train because idea ne die Bawumia ukura idea pa but yankasa yeni adwe papa ema Bawumia yen MPP for na kasa yeni adwe papa mano obia say because of human kitten no binti no just say yedi sikebi amankofo bi no tino in some ideas am Bawumia kura no Maya Mazisia no nkofo ya aba be kofa bibia Mazisia na sa ideas no omusu edi bu omumai ntino media kaka mekane se MPP say ye hwe na ye kabum na 2028 ni ye ba pa na ye be den ye be chre ye be so first Ghana mu because nkofo we NDC for omutimi ye hwe emma Ghana.
All right.
Ideas no we have policies no but to be fine nyejuma say Bawumia ntino meso asaka kai bia meka na ni manusia na obi so aba yeah.
All right. Sandy baby what you mean to
Brussels that no ni mapa oye na bi nsura opa
okay
normal ahodia obetime dey party enim the biam dey am te na me to flower ne ma o na dey be me so me kasa bi fire the pa na niam mo ka fa MPP ho 2024 ni na abamu no yes ade bia obesu bia na kwasa ba so na Bawumia person ya no mo pese bamu ni na ene nyankopon aji omotu adi makoma na so be ko so ayi omotu adi me de men kaka ka me te chiro na me ye we nti nyankopon me obebi kitwa nti na me Israel na nyankopon ma bedu 2028 ni part na nkapo ma ba
amen
na ye de Dr. Bawumia Sako ye mpe okroma ya wo ye part na e kwa mbe fa so ma kene Japan no ye no na ye te Bawumia ko no ye fa ne ko tie da pa no ni ma pa wo ye
me da se pa say obatan
but no that's me so can be kakran ye MPP party bi ani pa wo mu pa ye ni je papa nti bibi ko so sa na ye ntimi kan na ye ya na kan Japan ba o ma ti platform bi o mu so e ya mu to o ndi echi me de ya na me ya obi en nim se ne ba pe waji kai MPP eto amade wutimi be gina wakase wunnim de wo de MPP for ya ye di wini ye na afi wo be pa e de pa wo mu anya ka parliament wo de ka de adabi atwedi e be obeburu nkofo no wa didi nkofo atem nti ka Ghana for ye ya tisi ye pedi e bedi ni na de da achi atem no ye mpe ene ye nene dokon bo a wo de dokon boy de ambesi de it is say you can I wanna sabe ye ni meni wo Ghana fa me se mbere ne sokra me ne bawo me wo hin kwa me ba Ghana be to aba enti me pamcho mo ye ne Japan no You call for no one kasa no munya na akufo the sabi you go back 3 times. Kufoko 2 times. And no no so kobi. Say mo ye nipo we the ready party ni mama bi papa Ghana and ye hye. Na nye so ye we mo je nyina ye ba. No munya de kwata platform so na Canada pocket say go we sika pa want me share Ghana man nyina. O nipa kakra obesho. Enti we BAWUMIA ena na me de nyina ye bompaye. Etu onko. Minister de was BAWUMIA de. Wo ma oba Ghana Japan so sa BAWUMIA enti obeba beru sta no betu aba. Enti yes samo sa de omo kojira so ena ba Canada pocket omo twa so no munya de omo nyanwu hia. Nye pede obedi omana ni mama omana konelim. Seze mu hwe ne NDC for ya abaye na Ghana ayi ye ja wo mambo pie ye de ope obi etimi to ade de ope se ya no mo pe no emiriketu no ene no mo pe when me etumi kana wo hia se pa nyema na to wo abahia se wu so ko de mo Ghana for mo pe na mo nta aka no education for me can why obi okwa ne fie se oni ka cho obenya nwo be dia de ko bi ma ene no pie fie nya ka cho e de na Ghana for ye hwehwe Mahama no be de pa no be yama sika tutu dia wo say wo man en ka wanyi ko fodi me pay university ama wanyi aduma okoye national service bi onye aduma pepe Mahama bai wanyi na de otifi abemu ade aduma na wo koye de di ana de bia ji so be da ne ma enye se de omu ya no mu na se sika mu de ko top private jet ani wa ho ani ana nkata omudi chia ma school nkwala omudi omudi ko na omudi chia ka enkenya na aya sabi Ghana for ebi nwen omuda omudi ennashi your papa so omudi na sabi ebi eji pa that's na mi shira mo na mo koso oma mo kwatenten na bibia mbe yenye edima na masepa
that's Mama Sabina eduru ompacho enipa na benti edus mentio Canberra talk.
Contribution. Everything from me will be Senior Marcos, I saw you here. What and by your force, you know what it is, you want to buy. Woman, I said, you best yet one more. You best yet after one more. One dear, Papa, you buy a public person who buying. Your mama, or my father who buying you. No one the yarn is a ye. Dear, a book for the mama theatre, a book for the work you might now what you more. Outside politics, or what you make count for in their chambers. But not to win after 20 years. The time people before the yeah, Jumano, no what the baboons, no what they eat. Monkey their work, babu their chop. Ya beya wabo papa. The Biaya cafe, no me committee, Mahama, so no any problem. Or no man who come back for kitty, Abayasika for Ghana. One more, no, to be a man, almost call public committee. One will count on my step. Will be a woman more. Or be a man, woman account on my step. Almost more Brasiara. Will be a running printing press or the one money. So now we are matching the other way about money. And let's share or could you talk? Wahoo! Some just see wahoo. Jatawa one in Georgia, wahoo. And Palau almost talk. The other and then. Oh yes, come on, yes, Jessica will be public a year watching. Nipa be na ya tima ni buho. Nipa be e na bepe buho. Na ni na ya kachira mu nyina before ya kan ya. E buho do wan here ya di na dem nyina ni say on person na on one point is no. Mo be you to Ghana sika. Ya mo ho ba ni fan try here for Papa no, the Ghana what she another boho, here, no, and one in the that's what it's here, Edientra, while my payam money, and then woman in other cash your mamma, so a mama for lady, and didn't say ya, or Montano would like in our one car it's never saying one in here for me ho educational minister one me so what business that CD the growth for not for school fee deal can we say that we feeding for how long woman come here to many priorities and to point this way social economic understand economics.
Yes. Yes.
Economics, there was scale of preference. Your mama and a preference in it, the priorities in it, I put one of the here for me, man. I had a priority to almost number one. Your mama and the way, you're very shower. No one not clear. You're very shower. Your mama or your useless. Well, you're irresponsible. When they manage it, they appoint it. Oh, you're irresponsible. You're not catch our because I will grow a scale of preference, luxury, and they hear what will come. I will be packing up on general projects, I don't hear what you're going to do one time. More beyond the almost here, good one. You know, beyond the
that's it.
You are what we are going to shoot for.
No.
Your mama, or you're going to city. Why you go city? The can't be out. Or be a particular Koshia, Yenim Biatia. Yenim Biatia, at the Chiratia. Or Nimbia Ditica, your Prevan and a Bufuado, or Nimsa, Ukratica, Yadia here, Sana, Yafata.
Sir.
Or only a very Premani. Your mama or your useless. One in a point is in any party in the useless. I hear one, Yakuma Mona, who went there, Namuka Swaba. Yakatra was a fast woman to swap. Said, young Kua, what do you mean?
Damn, more live, why? More live. Hey.
Bluetooth mode.
I would want to grab the what's concerned if I was to be a fan. What would you want to get decision now? Yes, Mr. Go. Yes, Mr. Yama Joe consent. Or be a person who didn't yafu. What was that there? One way, one will go. Men. Maybe I saw the car. Meantime, I did that. Why? Me say my dad, yes, say me precious time I the better in a campaign. So they say, yeah, me madam for people for my premise say. The school fees, what you 8 months, like that regular so. Now me go on the TV no. And you sacrifice it. So you be here. I'm a dad, you're not now. FPP up to nothing. What the money to the end? What we say, what warrior, live wire day. They read wire day. I saw what wire day. Look at God. I hear the other talk, the lowest IQ. Because of it, the Kuno, any shower, and a campaign. Your mama, but one Robert is so much. Highway Robert. But who are there? I know what the opera now was through. No, who's through. But who are there? When you come with this, so now we'll go get the other. One come with this, so for you, there will be one for you. One more Kata, one more Diana, the other time, people for 1 year, 1 year. What's what it's not say? Can I be the boss? Can I be wouldn't him, if I had that speaking? No, what's your phone? Moya de Debre, Namudi is the Muno.
That's it.
Wouldn't him, and people now with him, wouldn't him the So just show you that no we but see moving to us me that
fire yanko DJ
Abusha for masuma unka mechia bunya minister yanko panda roma mo ye edu se me beka to say ana me pese president senior Marcus Braga na obeba ha ata so ba na me fin so ato cause I know the Bible that now but was it anyansa for tinasi amman kwasya for to apa I kwasya president and I yes ape na yes boy nyansa for amman kwasya for to apa I kwasya president ape na yes and I yes boy
some
education akkoji patio
wow
and
Master, we wait the farmer and so the my Felix no upgrading. Now, get it out.
Get a drip machine. Aqua koji galam say, and then I pay and I yes, get boy, get the ambulance. You Aquaji poke and then and in what I pay yes. And I way and yan support in I'm support to Abba. I was your president. I pay and then you because you see I'm going to Abba because MPP for the other countries MPP before this. I you boy you in the gilly. I go to say you this we are or kind of process. Was it? Yeah, this is there's no tomorrow. Energy, I don't go put him on the go to a bed here. Now, and then we continue with you. I'm here, your Mahama, I said, we are no okay. Oka, what Ghana card home. And now on Quasiasmo with the Intino, no prayer also. Who said the OC frame on Arsenal? Because one other car say, BAWUMIA car say, Ghana card, will bet you so Ghana card than 1,000 interchanges. Now, as I say, or my team, and Yansa police, and I do it for those something. On one Tiasia, the church movie, Ghana one Tiasia, because interchange a pride and what will be a better pass when they were Jimmy Cratchit will be a shame of previous. When Jimmy because, the Aquina baby, who buy their job center, and if I have 2 billion over here, Juma. And when the interchange a pride and what. And no, ye ube a bit more direction. I'm what Mako pay human when you're human some password. And when say Ghana card in identity. And on the Dutch say, you guys, what identity say, we are foreigner, and answer we are citizen. Who are grata, who police a winner. And in the Yakoka wait to keep on course of one chassis. And then, Muyo, now say, Untuma Mwabua. I the catcher say, wait, another way in from Abonia. Because it didn't get a yobo and at the end of they say with him, or Moya did not almost say great victim. But she have 1 year did not almost say great victim. I let him move to BAWUMIA and I'm a life. But if you want them piano, Papa, we have to be a walk piano. Eh, yet, or my qualimu, a cool qualimu, a cool cabomu, a cool quaswa. It didn't get a yobo and not just a mocha. And what you put in the junk. Only me. After what someone making you understand. And then Okuja Agura, a striker being. And I what you want to know. Ubeka said, you delay Musu. And now Ubeka said, aha, after my toilet. And you know, okay.
DJ, you're in the fast.
So very resign. And then, what by it? Yeah. What you going to say? And when you can one. What would they decide, man? And there were no free more, and Yantaponasa, and Yantaponasa, Monsieur MPP phone call Makuma to me. A jar, and then this Simono, and you can tell me, I said, look at Yasu or Unity, I said, look at Yauni passport piano, the Mama Sako, Binelli, yes, I got, Messe, Yadiana Bajo, Namedia Yadiano, I got Cabinajo, Najo Adrono, yes, sir, would be a Becamachi, not in Gele Yoboyo, your permanent film. And when you are no fellas, many matter by the American Sabamono. Many only was it in Dingele Yoboyo, in Dingele Yoboyo, in Dingele, who was the Kapaya Wabodi,
Assemble Crania.
Yoboyo, in Dingele Yoboyo, Kapaya was seen now, and now in the Biosity, I was about
now you can buy us on our chair. Eddie a crown and a daisy page, you see, a idigale day. Yobo you. Medase Senior Marcus, but your mammy say, well, mammy to another. Another, I miss me, Penamania. That's not
you be my mobile address. No one better than for me. Over the Zanka, and Akuma, na yenya with no man no hondo. Na yen chirpen, na yan fanji and a man. But then some I didn't have swear to know. Oh, she bufu. Now, Mama and she, Gani, you be boyfriend the Jama, or Manu Nyansa Ayu. But from it, Obia, often no Kujato. Madam, Tuman Dano, Sunday. Boy, no, or yet, Kujato, or yet, now, Martin, day. On Kanokwa, yeah, you get the phone. What to my Bosisia? Who just told lies about Ghana's commission in Norway?
Yeah.
On him as someone no way could chakoshi. Who just told lies about Ghana selling uranium to China? Who just told lies about 1.6 million jobs? Who just told lies about eliminating schools under trees, where he said he has eliminated all trees, schools under trees.
Under schools. Yeah.
And then one schools now, one of a list of schools. Schools now, Nalawa list, Wabana Wabakache. The schools are still not there. The schools were under trees before he was born, but Okujato has removed them. What kind of a person is this? Okujato lies about construction of 10,000 houses at Amasaman. Okujato lies. Every day he's lying. Not anymore. They be about what will not you pay to the man? What's it? Or yell. And that person is called mythomaniac. Mythomaniac. Other people call them pseudological fantastica. Maybe more for pathological liars. It's a sickness. The guy is sick in the mind. Or a mental disorder. Sanya them not here. Injection some careful and a president of the Republic of Ghana. You are able to breach security details and bring forth details which either ordinary people should not know. Now, I calculate hours, 23 hours, of which he traveled to 6 countries. Then you gave us a rough score or cost of it, which is 4.4 something million Ghana cedis. And you called it naked profligacy. Naked profligacy. And then you said, because you are principled and you want to protect the public purse, you will not love to see anything
just tender your resignation. What has happened today? A vice president, unemployed president, uses 6 hours, of which an hour costs $20 million. I said $20,000 multiplied by 12 hours. One person on in a plane, which can 400 people. No, what in every UK 6 hours a pair. What in every Ghana, no plane in a way to empty. But that's what I call.
Do you know how to protect public place?
No way to empty our call. As some of them mean we see and fair. When you now resign, Ghana will suffer. One man.
It is a joke.
I don't know what's your name before that. How will somebody like you, a liar, claim indispensability in public office? And they can't even Jimmy for them more. Even in the NDC, can you compare yourself to a Kospio Gabra?
No, never. Kai.
Into the margin of your ability, if he is not sick in the head, how can you be bold to come and tell us that when you leave that public office, we as a country will suffer?
A white man in NDC.
I don't know where you hear them. I don't know where you hear them. I don't know one man, small boys, people who have not worked before. In fact, when you even want to measure intellect, are they the only people who are going to school? Not Ghana, you one of small boys. And then these people one day they will come and tell us that they should become president of Ghana.
Oh yes.
And then that is why I am here. Sir, in this our country, to a certain level that people with no dignity now parade themselves. This insidious characters, brazen characters, now parading themselves as the only wise people in Ghana. And it's Look at the poverty levels in that place. Now you are parading yourself as a gangster, Arabian king, a liar. All in the name of politics.
Yeah. Yo, Freddy, more live. Why, Mr. Maybe you so phone, my me I'm in from Pacho.
Bluetooth mode.
The respect you must have for them.
One.
Dignity. If you have respect for people, resign so that it will become a mark for people to weigh what they say in public office.
Next
So that next time, after all, wise people, intelligent people weigh the kinds of words that come out of their mouths, because when you're there, words are very powerful and it can trap you into your casa. We can't have loose talkers in public office, endorse them. Assembly no abadan nano. I the man we don't have principles. Only no Kuja Thomas resign. Sorry, resign and not talk I have not said when you answer. One can tell no resign. Okay. One can tell the unresigned respect to Ghanaians. No, on farmer and one flower were not only there. At least we are principled people. I am saying this not because I hate him, like he said, because we must nurture principled people to sit in public office.
Yo.
Because we must have people who respect the Ghanaian people. Thank you very much.
But I say, God Thunder Media. Me patro hold on, mommy. Patro hold on, mommy. Yeah, me patro. So, I knew. Sergio, me patron said the Okasa winning Kasiri and Wabem. Why?
All right.
President Joe Boy, President Mahama, and the top Republican is the useless and foolish president.
Mas I've been about your messing for BOI, messing for back this year, messing for
4 years. President Mahama, the previous 4 years are they did nothing. But my class say, you're gonna for majority on Christian. And most now say illiterate. Most now prefer to be by a election. President Mahama, he prefer the album on mine. And then the limited when you woman. Almost 80% and useless among for mining community. Minister for Land and Natural Resources. The most useless minister ever. They're bringing on mining. This minister to make an parliament to this deal man and I've done for dinner. So only the West President ever. Moving your way. Sam George. When you why what I tell you what the Home Minister was dressing it. We could get to look some agency. But now you need to before you because they are very, very ungrateful. It will be a good 8 years. But I could school 8 years. When actually we put it like our Toyamani school. Yeah, but then position the boy again, and I see, and got twaba. If you haven't got twaba. Last year, me compare some just maximum so again, we can be no more messages of mine. You know, you're Obama, Mahama. Messages, no, secondary school, because which is school for one. I say, you got twaba. You two of my getting my young got twaba, and grateful at any way. Yeah, papa, can you Japan or you betray Angasa or betray MPP? Now, this MPP person, you were trying that. You used to go MPP to be able to be that better. Walk off first and another first time, 30 minutes. People will be kind. You were a good one. The first time you saw you. You may have a crazy anticipating and now to the opportunity. You work for buying the first time you see and the second time of buying, and not to know you for bad 3 times. Didn't you Dr. BAWUMIA, you do my sorry, say, I'm on praying and my name could be. The social media said, you know, but young Bufumuka is a new factor. But I'm meaning. The mystery, very good for me. Say, the coming election, you got fully Sagala and Miss Ramu, Mama, question. Mama, you say, yet, you get really. Mama, you in question. In the future, what will be I can appropriate which my woman pet in a queen man. You are Dr. BAWUMIA.
Medasa.
She says, we are to Obama Kennedy Bar. I said, Papa Ben, here, come back and because Canadian doesn't need to go move that. The president of Thomas, the president want to put secrets. The president of Diviatam. To make friends. You know, with Bambo, my gun, more to some of Otwaba. Again, you among the Sagala and necessary. My woman physical year,
all right.
This is MPP party or back
or mind accordingly. The top of my women, the whole way, it's my rank or my gonna say, you low IQ. And so, say you low IQ, and go into and first tickets and what you don't come. Yes, the free tickets and what you don't come. Look at a normal, you were no man, Joe boy, and then Joe boy, any kind in the country time. And so, ministers going to try it. And I said, I'm going to try or more campaign. And some more can go you got some money go me as an Arabs. I said, to say it bold. Oma can say, Ghana card, and yet move and this with young one with Ghana card. And then President Joe will try to say, you got Dr. Mahmoud meeting now. I connected Ghana card in a month of phone, and then there will 2 boots in between a couple.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, it's China. I got you in your mind. Or working on Yangata. Present for my bow, my bow, my bedroom, and you pour watching the new young can up a moment for the Jew boy. Young Papa Power moment. I 4 years away in the Kalisica or the Bob were going to Kano. A could you know, what could you? Oh, yes, she will be back on your country. This 4 years. If you 1 kilometer of road continue construction, will see 1 classroom quite a more mine. Obey Machiwi, Machiwi. All right. You know, did another attention and another private jet. It did not can really Vice President, the air corner band, the private jet per hour is $20,000. A car mobile mine. Yania, every bonus, 8 years in move engineer to up and any day. What and grind, Uton, that come with floor, and I will sooner than the normal transaction manner. A 1 hour office habit. All right. You may say that a very good phone, only very good phone. Last 4 years, you would Jessica. So this era the Muslim Jima, my father Dr. Mugo Miamra, on a wide pa, on a not here, on your corrupt, within Diano. All right. So I'm not going for Banya Bagana and Yaji. He said, Mr. President of Bagana. Mr. My budget and Kota DMT is a refugees and the times 3. All right, good time, Dameda. Jana Obisun to me can be Mr. and Grofa Betray, the time no so I am man no. And then Monday, Mr. Mo. There do no. You made us say, the TNS, me patrol more TikTok no Mr. Munti, Morgastina, TM, and Apia, Kukudu, Achem Mafia, Mamma say, me Papa Joe, Real Max. Yeah, not people on Facebook and it. YouTube, almost person who team or submission. No, now the issue, no, say, I had to be a mature, but I am Montias. Say, I don't know, no. Say, a year, how do you call it? Too long. I mean, to me, family app, no, emfa. Until you do, baby, I say, me cut you off. Not a bay young one. And also, na name more. And when I say too long, so as well. Yeah, the 2 YouTube later, almost because a wadodo. Intina, your person mobile. Na yin na boy home na page ni exciting answer na you beto TikTok for no me say me do Mama Augustina so meba also see and then so obi join him say Joe I joining I believe from Ghana or so into the mama ye man the chance non find a submission mra we are meba back no ma befa and Tina me patcho and Tina meba mo am TikTok no this time meba me the clock ebe to where you know so me srew. Say clock no when I say ban away, I know I wrap up and them. Say the next person can also have opportunity to talk. Sergio, my patcho, good afternoon, good evening.
Oh, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Felix. Micha political zone for Amedase. I'll be very brief. Okay. Now, Obino can also a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. Now, MP, and I refer to NPP, Young Party NPP. because since you are no party no or the young communication or phone na in some or recording no or there anka wotum woman platform no be churchroom I share a damn EV vehicles and a road tolls na Ghana card na Bank of Ghana one submission no or your MPP policies anka wobe beka no Bank of Ghana one na your man platform I mean Adam ne Sister Abner Senum, then they come up and they come and unwrap it and give the details of it. No, they actually Mama Ghana for all the ma we are in control. Na no one can count because on the yet now 2028 and Sani I kind of campaign. So we need to sort of be on set up our game, and then start doing that. Into MPP for Mr. One. Bibinya woman out near Churchill. So in the Eden Waba, there yin and Sani yenya enua. Now the next thing Okujato a Blackwa. Nanado, them flight na Nanado yeah no. On your leisure flight, and answer Nanado or your no the plane, no the bagana today, Nana Jenny. After the COVID, no, do a business, or them round trip, no. Okay, a business, not the business or the bagana for the benefit of the country and the economy. In Toro consult the various sectors, and when I was the ban or in one credit, mobile able to my business discussions, none one account. That was the trip. On to one for commercial flight, no one fan call, and that was the flight walk Okujato or criticizing. But in this case, Nana Jane, Nanko saying, na oya no wa wakasa no ya na ofi UK or Bagana nkobotuma for commercial flight no I'm in business class and now first class na ojaba or you was spend the misika no e wo no ho because ono na je no ono na time oya education minister no or propagated the university won't your utility bills all my utility bills would your university would your utility bills no also more on chalk and then more on chalk actually. Nti say ono no a dumb position now. Nti obaka and the vice president no one month for private jet and then ana on for actually. But anyway, when you see that down. Nti no say Okujato ono ankasa we did the men so no waka the men terminal. Next and terminating now Okujato you should do the honors and resign. Nti that Ghana for you now yes so ejina near catch Okujato there or resign. Because he could say no nyans on Ghana. Order or resign. Them position. We shouldn't allow such things to go on in the country. Me submission kakra. Makayin time in suba.
Thank you so much, Sergio. Time no crowd there. Time now so me pacho. Say mom what TikTok no. Minim say in some bibri or they be a cousin some they see giant and Becca Sama diachi. But they say in a short I saw emfa as a moana de na kate. But Tina, pacho over 3 minutes. Over 3 minutes my interview. Bluetooth mode. Sir, Oko can tell me why in Finas and Temni Yawa. I so train or much you are so. Amudu Chasso.
You do Chasso. I don't see my I the time after one. I got cafe on it, dear, or better resign. Now, such an undutiful who say, Ghana no, ya on Ghana, Momo. You need to be Patutopia, our Ghana. We undutiful blue. Omo kwane Ghana ni omo dia Ghana kita omo tse kusia omo ja mo kwa kusia ebebo tare omo aye nanti mpanyimfo omo Ghana ahemfo kro omo Ghana asemwe kra no enkanyeta MPP for kra na yetore kan ensenka ahemfo kro omo Ghana no omo kan because Bible say yetetrema yema yamo ento yetetrema sama ye de beka no ye hwe ni yie wa do tetrema na kasa. And it's a sabbath, I stand still, you know, you put your papa near the floor, you crocron, you bring for cancer, so the planet to the wall. Ghana, and this is what they are. Ghana and Mahama. Ghana, no, I Ghana, no.
Yes, me Mahama on an inquire as you think at the idea look at it, Nana, or say, Mons and Swat, Mamma so near me, near a fear look at the eye. Also, Swat, Mamma so because I go for ethic do premu, private jet, no all Jones or all nigum, Jimoba Sonny Binny. Nama, me not the eye than a buy, you know. Only there one yonso. One on the crown or ye are for. Where are for? The sooner toy, no. Except a quarter group where that's how I'm on the mamma buy. What was the toy? And I'm not going to soy it. This will not fair man no grow probably better than baby. None of why am I in now? Now you're good, your mamma, and no good son, and if you're fear. I said that to all the time, private jet did buy an audio Ghana mine. I go for the Indiana Johnson, a movie done a room. While she don't fold. Mamma didn't monsieur Coy, was under the monsieur Asanaba. And dear man Ghana for most sorry, yes, Tremora, yes, Tremo. Mamma Papa went something I said, or not, or your dear. Dear no, ya, and I said, ought to know who Ghana, go back, Cherno. Dear no, ye. Come on, no, Munya, my bunny, no, not Ghana, what Cherno.
You.
So I Ghana said, Tiana, your Mukra Ben, I'm an eye away. Oh, Mamma, I away. And to the Madame Tiana, Edward, Bianama, come cry me. As a mamma, and my man Ghana, as a obi of betting your piano, Cata, and Miss Sonin, on near Mangana. I'm a Mahama way at the war, Eddie, and full way, no fruit, as I say, Mahama.
And that's it, Mama. And that's it, Tina. Mr. Ma, your voice and your submission is so beautiful. I like to hear you more. All right, and up here, but 3 minutes. Try now, I'm an Moroso. As you be you free. But you're more than answer.
I was there for me, Chamonina. And last time got down for some and Toronto Muchato doctor so easy one. They say no, they're no crab a day. Now you see one more year or more moving to no more year with them. There was you start to crop you move. And this year, JJ, one baby, I know the warm. One move to me, Chato. I am your mushi, the adding tina. Your friend is a dental kuni. I almost saw how I can't after when you're no general and son in a share. The poor, yes, it's a warm cocoon, see it, be a Nippon force man, a rate. Echo Bohoma, Sabby, or bow, new, or man, or point. It is I say, who is saying, I have some power, say, Sammy Jelfine, or Mamma Cow, no senka. Doctor, and call for no more cocoa, near sea warm. Because I knew what I said, no more and then evidence by any just say, you could be any at some kind, dear Jawams are. And before we do on my mamma by and your almost out, because this time no, and this is 1 year and you may be a airtime. He said, did you buy a toy and I sent the Jawu? So I was a doctor, almost customer doctor, almost sorry, no more the cook. Mom, Jaja, almost cried this time with dear. Well, we be giant this media, we be truck. And the actual so which moon said, I didn't know, and yet the writing or Mokaino. I was also see so much you could see, I didn't tell me, ma. You have to start the idea for no one walk up. The prepare we have a cooking here to pop gun for a bra. And yes, in the not your mamma. A friend is a book and so what we used to go to me as a woman who was a monk of a young people for. And I will be only a day. Every wrong thing. The Chama won't get a money, no. And so, nay, or the idea of I ye beside so move good case to charge to be our Modimono. So, just say, I didn't like a son, we all went here. We are sorry, we didn't want.
It's yeah.
You only in a young about the brain. A mamma, your mamma, better soon be good. And near my tanta and almost car ticket. For my gun, yeah, the amount my business. So, mine, your Mudian, almost so Muyendo, Uji, one won't just say. And near my basta, near my air course or my gun and wood. We do any shade, we were this one, won't me. I can say, Can you Nenya Kanyamuna? Who's sorry and near my Chama to Galampi. But who wanted to first media? Your mamma and him answer. I was the whole idiom sorting a tiny posted. You for security one the call. I want my potato and I will come. Now, sorry, and them pass no more yet. And then Martin or Pramamu said, yes, you can be a Japan or talk for no. What about a patch of the eye? The Wire Bonnet will be a power of chow. Dania Kata. You only Mr. Wire Bonnet.
That's an anapia. That's a Yama Kukrudu Sumbremu. Kukrudu at 3 minutes, Yanko. Kukrudu, what 3 minutes, Yanko. As I'm here, sorry, so. Okay, Kukrudu, you're ready, dear Papa Joe. Father, bra. Ah,
no,
Nanny, are baby girl, why lucky? I get 3 minutes.
Good evening.
Yeah, we are
just godfather. If I don't have a godfather, it's going to be goddaughter.
Only problem.
Okay, yes, some Okoja Black and some of the catcher of my Ghana said you Ghana Hanum here away. I could fall to our only private jet ever put it. Yeah, near media and some pata into catch a Ghana for them. So only need the one after NDC are buying a twab more power there. There is nowhere. Said you or my private jet or no or better than it or very than it to me. And I am here at the Mokunya Foreign Affairs Minister, which is Foreign Affairs Minister. Yeah, our company to the I come to send the right presidential vice president.
Thank you, Sandy.
And on one can and on one can say private jet on one chair, so balance in court for you know where dinner and the transport one so CM private jet and so be out what was on the way are you want to or bet me business class and as I said first class Modia back on my Ghana. My son said on Basho for my Ghana from now boy the crowd say baby my Ghana that is the only thing I'm being not what can not as some way you are and then resign
simple
just to protect your credibility no protect you name simple as that when we say when you car would you or whole year or one person resign because of it now I would say and Ghanaians and then the NDCs will know say your papa ya some kind a political a one or the kind of political talk. You see, I know a good as black or cast and not over here to the because on the political stance and on the cast, if you are man could be no motion or Muji, you want to Muji or can o'clock customer Ghana for you see, who's a sana a year just a no person would cheer free and for them. Now, only your bope. Now, what you could not most say near one man, but look at the situation with data bundles. So, the boy is saying, you can catch it. I mean, George said, Yama boy, now what's there? Be data that you own to me. And so, all flower on me. What's the Oslo, and I was what data. If the ND to follow the as time goes on, the youth of the ND will realize, oh, we now are trouble.
Yeah, I said that. Daddy Joe, I try to do so far to quick, mammy, 3 minutes per uncle.
No, Mamu Mabibia Hamo, in a sense, Samokaya, going back to the Bible, was say, Samupum Yankopon for the better. Open Jesus Christ for the better, but with the Holy Spirit. True. I go for the on Casa, Kuko, Baumia on Casa. Name Mumuno, the MPP supporters again. Ever put it the and they are one. And here, Kai Josie, I'm saying, you know, no, where Jabba, no more time. Again, you son, never fashion, attack is so cool. You know, who's about me? Your papa was senator this one. Look, can it be a Japan power 1 week and near Drawam man?
who will bow down before. It is repeating itself. Also, why you one person come back from the dossier. They can't. Someone didn't go to baby. We young kuni say confusion. The bomb come. Also about the patch. Me say, Wapa, okay, all the guys are more co-elections. Hey, we will lose for all. Next one, Uncle be. Now the American say, we did Mompa records on to her. Kakra said, net. Rollins a one year the bed because Neba and who chilling on. And young one was saying, Shama Mano, Nema Dachi, or you could woman. Take a billion, more relaxing. You will yank who say, Kakra, you will call it your own job. The me who say, or can you watch me but not Unipechi, some George Pro Nipa Patinechi, Nima Mitinechi, not why yet. Arrogant to the highest power. No one in a sarcasm or check of the source or what's up. When you fall in their own trap. You see, when you know about next time to go. Bye bye.
All right. Real Max, me patcho with you 3 minutes per tell the other time now soon to be in sharp. 3 minutes see and then patcho udem pa yetonka.
Hello?
Udem.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum. Yeah. Now, Brother,
yeah.
I want for I want for expectation say okuja to have a
and say on so on na waka ntino oni na sam so.
Mo be unfortunate to have resign. Ah, now Oda ya na wo so gu anu a o be you check your. I want abegu atiko. Hi. But I feel it's not some people mama di mama na resign ya. Eh no okuja to di ni ready.
Okay.
I went here no when you see some people na it was surprise you say. Say Romo say enya adwuma obeye e na Ghana for beto abama wo. What is that?
Yeah.
Abraham interactive.
Oh, kasa.
And you to about Ghana dia. That can be been jail too.
No correct.
And some of us before the election said MPP lose election we are. So certain government be any one baba the president be any one baba had one by because when you say 4 years. 8 years over. 8 years no. I want you to agree because Mama is over 4 years. Or no buy the unfinished business. And the man buy. And for the box at the money we are like what can want free politics. Like an abusia or moon yada. Because in the first place, box side, what the value from $375 billion to your friend saying $250 billion. So the value and I'm watching and I'm watching. And the Nipa one kasa I can hunt up the family in other casa on the politics here. Soon, oh, you. The moment I give box side now, I don't say, oh, who's a no? Why not successful? If you also try to come back. I know the go there. I can just make a visa. Like I don't understand how many. There's a why will go before so much what to go through. Back over the way or no more brother. Oh, and Jesus said, no, dear. Ghana for they say gold and one in Indiana, they buy Amazon. No more they are big critical of a family. How would you hear the Only so be a suggestion is there. Mama didn't go for my baby. Yeah. Want to imagine him? What I say? Vice President, no good video. Vice President, now, private, I'm coach at time. Our moon say a topic of the week, and not topic of the, and over the way the over the brabras. Almost you see communist interior. What is there? Let your fancy you. Some propose is that the properly private free as a baba. Now, some propose no more power. Or what you see or more quarter. And this ever to the other bracket. ama se do katia ba ka kire se ba bi omunya sikasi ya kwata so de omu kan ne kan na ucha ni tikwa wonka ele si onu ya ba ba 8 years ya mi so mo we do bu sare ya no mo che call that no na mo 200 million I first I acquire no alternate way $68 million omu ni omo fa kodi what you say omo fa kodi na ga nya mo 200 million obi o Ghana sika 200 million akwosha to ya kana we na ese professor Abiya Ukufi ba ba ye yese omo kwa yes car tree omo ye feasibility study anye $2 million ya kofa ndi zabe gina court wa bra yi SDS Korea mama na di animu ame sa Ghana security force nya ko go parliament sika kwoshe mu ye $250 million ansama ya nto block ba akokora ya mi so bi ya we o eti ya ni afa omo fa je
yo
na o kan say na finish me catch na usa akwai busuofo ya ofi asu ya yentimi nka nsechire nka no crunch na ni won now the whole party the whole party no what they have to blackmail it
what they have to blackmail or blackmailing or blackmailing
nyanka who sit what transfer for 24 years once me I maintain it na my party na mo move to my baba LED party la ko power na BAWUMIA na ya marketing na wi ase o mu ni asem bi aka ba ono no yenya onu sinkai na wo won se bebrebe so che hu mi no that is asem ya wo ani ko so na ana are we jump
and that's 3 hours yeah 3 hours
no Maryland obi ankara kuma to no yam that delegate system media sune
ya biem kra ya biem
obi aba be no pa onko pa ayi ya president China onko pa busiana tikana mama ti ama no onfa to no ma chama ina nyanza to ba ntia no no hu pa ina ba je ne ba
me that's
the president I put police mama ja no
that's etiefo kakra ya 3 hours show okay my break come so dem mama sorry na menkope aduma foforo nye na mempe aduane bi ndi na me ya adomo a minim about buga yet code minim se beba so a ba se beba so anopa na no ma mo ba me page no check around me de beto ahensa so dia Wednesday na me ya adom na all the chair ya mo beti me nka wa se ye dey another edition e bro mo amutumi support to ye ni na medamo ase mo ambo mpa ma me medamo ase se ahode na eba nkakra antino mo nkoso ana mo mpa ye na mo nkan mpa bom tse dia mo ye na afi asobone ebeba beji asem dia akoma ya tamfu yesi eni bone ebe hu ye dia akoma ya tamfu yefura anobone ebe yi anu aduane ede ye ho adanse kunu mu aton ya ma ya tamfu ye kasa anu no tum eja won na mutwene ye ho bone won ma adwene ye ho bone dan bone awirefie enye won chefa won ye peye nam enwe wonam won ye peye moja enum wo moja awo yeshua hamashi edin amen onyame ya adomo a ye be hia Wednesday so chena se buga beba so amema mahu se emba so amema mahu but can Wednesday there definitely you better not say near the another edition of Political Zone bro YouTube for Madam Wase Facebook Madam Wase TikTok Madam Wase na me sure money na not anymore all right na me sure money na all right salute bye bye